All right, let's get started. All right, thank you everybody for coming to the Battlecode 2023 final tournament. Hopefully all of you guys got pizza. Hopefully all you guys checked out the career fair ahead of time. Lots of good swag is a good time. So for a quick outline of sort of what's gonna go on today, we'll be running the top 16 finalist matches in addition to the high school finals and the newbie finals. We'll also be presenting a few sponsors and a few rewards. Before we get started, this year's Battlecode was an immense success. We had 1321 competitors across 456 teams, which included 194 MIT students. Among the final 16 finalist teams, we had 3.5 MIT teams. And for all of our finalists and for everybody interested in keeping up with the tournament bracket, you can go to the link or the QR code above in order to just see the outcomes of each match. For a quick thank you to our sponsors now. This year's Battlecode wouldn't have been possible without the immense support we received from all of our sponsors. In particular, we'd like to thank our two gold sponsors this year, Regression Games and Argus Labs. Hopefully you guys got a chance to meet them at the finalist dinner or the career fair, and they'll have a chance to come down here later to both present their rewards and give a discussion about what their company is on. For our other sponsors, we'd like to thank Jane Street, Hudson River Trading, and Spark for being our silver sponsors this year, as well as D. Shaw & Co., Citadel, Dropbox, Quanco for being our bronze sponsors, and ITZ and Wilkins family for supporting us. And finally, before we get into a quick description of the game, I'd like to thank all of the devs who worked over the course of this previous semester and the previous year to make this game come into fruition. This year we had a total of 18 devs, and hopefully you guys got to meet them. They're around the room, so if you see one of them, say hello. Now getting into what this year's game was. Battlecode 2023, Tempest. This year's game had a total of 6 robots. Primarily, we have the headquarters, central units. Hopefully you guys were able to protect those quite well in the upcoming matches. We also had the carriers and the launchers on the left, the amplifiers for communication on the top right, and the supposedly late game units, the boosters and the destabilizers on the bottom right. We'll see how many of these come into play in the upcoming tournament. For a sample of sort of what our map looked like, and for viewers at home watching this to sort of look out for, this is a sample of perhaps part of our map. You can see a few sample features that are pretty important to keep an eye out for throughout the upcoming rounds. First of all, we have our islands. Islands were sort of the main objective of this year. You needed to capture 75% of the islands around the map in order to win the game, or you needed to close out the enemy team and win on a tiebreak. These are sort of the striped lines around the map in clusters. Besides that, we had a lot of elements that affected how your robots move and how they can see around them. In particular, we have the quintessential storms or the walls where robots cannot pass through them. We had the currents, which would guide robots in a certain direction. And we had the clouds, which would slow robots down and obscure them from robots around them. As a quick guide into what our tournament is going to look like today, today's tournament will be a double elimination tournament between our top 16 teams. For those who don't know what that is, this essentially means that each team will have 2 chances before they're knocked out of the tournament, and we'll keep playing matches until we obtain a final winner. Each match will be a set of 5 games on 5 maps that the teams have never seen before, and we'll be alternating which team goes first to guarantee that they have no advantage over each other. We'll also be holding 7 rounds of audience estimathons for $69.61. It's our course number for any MIT students who are aware, 69610. Besides that, we'll also have our gold sponsor talks. We'll be presenting the certificates to each team after they're knocked out in the loser's bracket. So afterwards, we'll kindly ask the team to come up to the front and receive a paper certificate from us. And we'll also have the teams cast their own robots. So look forward to the teams maybe leaking what strategies they used or giving some other insight that the developers cannot give on how their robots work. Overall, we're going to have prizes for the top 16 finalists, so the finalists here today. We have our high school finals, our newbie finals, and we'll also be presenting rewards for Regression Games Devlog Prize and Argus Labs Strategy Report Prize. So without further ado, let's get into the actual games, and let's actually get some competitors who can come up and narrate their bots. So we're going to be starting in the winners octo-finals. We can just cut over to the first set of matches we have now. And the first match will be Gone Fishing versus Kryptonite. So if they can come forwards and stand up on the stage to narrate their bots.
All right, good luck.
So we're Gone Fishing.
Oh yeah, and I'm Kryptonite.
The teams can see the maps up in front on the screen in front of them.
A really interesting map with like the HQs are divided amongst each other. It looks like Gone Fishing has really good like coordination of their launchers. Yeah, in terms of unit counts, it looks like we're at a slight disadvantage.
Ooh,
right.
very nice map.
Very big map.
Very big map as well. Yeah, Pathfinding Nightmare.
Inaccessible tiles.
Okay, we captured an island. That's nice. So. Yeah, we seem to be all pretty stuck in the bottom. Yeah. They seem to flank us from both the bottom and the top.
Hey.
So. Yeah. Okay.
It looks like they have control of the last neutral island.
You get stuck over there.
Oh yes, our robots are very stuck.
I think that's the reason for the mana.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, GG round 2.
Yeah, GG.
Oh, very interesting map.
A lot of
What
courage.
do you guys
that's
think about
that's
this
tough.
map?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fun fact:
So we're camping their
Oh yeah.
mana walls.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah. Fun fact: our pathfinding treats currents as walls, so this is a very troublesome map for us.
I don't think we can capture any islands. I don't think we're gonna reach. I think it's a 2,000 round.
Yeah. We can't capture. Oh,
All right.
here we go.
Wait, how?
Yeah. I don't know. Huh.
All right. GG.
So Gone Fishing will proceed in the winner's bracket. Kryptonite will have another chance in the loser's bracket. Now for our next match, we have Camel Case versus What is Burnout? I hope these teams are ready to talk about their robots when I start prodding them with questions.
Good luck. Have fun.
So out of curiosity, how did teams deal with infinite resources this year?
Mana only.
Yeah. We have some ratio of adamantium to mana based on the map size.
Did you guys just guess the resource ratio, or did you?
We did some testing to decide, but it's obviously on the earlier maps, so we'll see how it.
And are you willing to disclose this resource ratio to the public?
Looks like Camel Cases has a large advantage in terms of unit count.
Yeah, my bot is better with smart maps.
Also, just make sure that you guys are speaking directly into the microphone, so it's a bit easier to hear you guys. You guys can also remove the microphones, just try not to drop them.
Yeah, so my bot is made for small maps, basically, so this is going to fill, I guess. But, yeah.
Yeah, you'll see we're going for adamantium here, and we have 2 islands, so maybe our launcher healing will come into play.
How do you guys deal with currents in your pathfinding?
We're not doing that. Yeah, that's an ouch.
I guess this is where the mana comes in handy. Are you regretting the last minute update?
What do you guys think about this map? I personally think it's a very lovely map.
Our pathfinding is questionable.
Yes.
Archons, what are those?
So I'm bugnav only, but I have no idea.
So, Camelgaze, it seems like your robots are avoiding these currents in the middle. Is
Yeah,
there
they're
some sort of
getting
logic
stuck.
to that?
Yeah, if we can just hold the islands, we should be able to take this one. We'll see if that happens.
Just, you guys might want to speak a little closer to the mic so it's easier to hear you.
I think we win this.
Yeah, this one is lost.
Oh, yeah.
We have 20.
We'll see if we, okay.
Hold on.
Oh, this could be
And
ugly.
you guys can also check out the front screen there.
We lost
The word?
We have a slight launcher advantage, I think. But our carriers are being harassed, so it doesn't look good for our econ.
Yeah.
I guess now we have a unit advantage.
I can't get mana, apparently.
All right.
So, how do you guys generally explore the maps? I notice your robots are going quite a bit towards the center. Is there some sort of specific exploration method you guys use?
I use the specification, like, mana wells are like 100 units from adamantium wells. But if there's so many impossible tiles, it kind of fails.
So you like to search around the adamantium wells to find mana wells?
Yeah.
We have a high, our launchers appear to have come to the center earlier.
My units are stuck. Well done.
Good game.
Yeah, good game.
So that will be a 2-3 victory for What is Burnout, and they will be continuing in the winner's bracket. Camelcase will have another chance in the loser's bracket. For teams coming down to narrate, feel free to just take the mic off and pass it around the team members just so you can hold it a little closer. And now we'll have no BFS, please. I believe they'll be joining us over Zoom, and we'll have Omnom on the other side. If we could just wait a moment just to confirm that the Zoom is.
Hey, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can we swap back to the tournament? Checking that we are likely going to start the round now. So, and meanwhile, how do you guys think your robots will do?
Looks like they got to our HQ
Yeah.
pretty fast, yeah. So,
Doesn't look decided though.
oh yeah, because we're taking out some stuff in the bottom. Okay, this looks better for us
Yeah,
now.
I think we have more units maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys might want to speak a little closer to the mic.
Oh.
I think think it started out pretty bad for us, but I think now it's better
Yeah.
because we
This
took
looks
out
pretty
the
good.
corners.
Okay, maybe you can just give me the result.
Do you guys like to focus on island capturing, or do you just want to blitz down the enemy team?
We'll do that later.
Yeah, it's not really a priority in the. Yeah.
Okay.
For currents in the middle here, the currents are a little tricky. Do your robots try to specifically navigate these, or?
We're blue,
We're just
right?
getting rushed.
Yeah. Okay. They're sending a lot of launchers our way on the bottom, and we're trying to fight them off with
Yeah,
a lot
it
of
looks
stuff.
like they have a decisive advantage in the bottom. I don't think we
Yeah.
can.
I mean, we are defending. We have the island, so we have the healing now, but
We are producing more mana,
yeah.
like a lot more mana.
But they also overtook us on the top side.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's an island.
I think if you guys could hold the mic, that might be a little bit better, so that's a little
Sure.
closer to you. Thank you. So what are your thoughts on this map?
They're sending a lot of launchers our way.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we just got outproduced. Whoa.
This looks pretty bad for us.
do your robots specifically try to avoid those currents, or do they just go on with the flow?
We try to exploit them when possible.
Yeah.
Here it seems like your robots are circling around the clouds a little.
Yeah, we like hop in and out. But
You guys think that you guys generally have the advantage when there's a lot of currents and clouds on the map, or do you guys prefer the maps to be?
I don't think we
and-
have the best cloud micro, but we have cloud micro.
Yeah. I think too much clouds is pretty bad for us, but I guess that's true for any team. And it looks like we took control of the entire map, so.
And now this game will decide the set.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we tend to prioritize mana a lot, so
Yeah.
maybe this is good.
Looks really close. Wow.
So congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
Nom will be continuing in the winner's bracket in a 3-2, and No BFS Please will be continuing in the loser's bracket. And now, for a quick intermission before we continue the rest of our matches, we'll have. Oh, sorry. So now we'll be just going over and thanking our gold sponsors. Okay, so it seems like now we're doing Middens versus Meteor, which is going to be our last quarters here. If they can just come down here. So Middens, I believe your team was named after the chess spot. Did you guys manage to beat it?
No. Not even close.
Oh, you guys tried.
I've tried once or twice. I don't think we need
So starting off on this map, who do you think has the advantage here?
If we capture an island, it could be pretty good because we have enemy broadcasting.
It looks like
So we
we're
don't
not
use-
doing well.
So we just rush. There's no strategy. You know, maybe our carriers will pull it back. They do like a lot of damage, right?
So we just took an island, but it got destroyed immediately. So
We wait till round 250 to make one island, and then round 500 to capture other islands.
So we start capturing islands by 500, so
Oh,
Ooh.
so what happened to that bottom headquarter there?
Did it just disintegrate? Oh, wait. What happened?
Now it seems like
Wait.
ours
It broke
got
our symmetry
disintegrated.
detection.
Well, I guess. Yeah, our symmetry detection is broken. We eliminated all 3 symmetries, and we're not doing anything anymore, I guess.
So what do you think happened?
Our carriers are still doing stuff, so I'm hoping we put down some anchors.
Oh, we had islands.
So what happened there with that bottom headquarter?
Was that on purpose?
So what happened with that bottom headquarter there?
We don't know.
So do you
Their
guys have a
launchers
long
are-
code for navigating these currents?
Not really. We just avoid them if they go away from our target.
We had an old navigation that would calculate where it would be next turn, but it doesn't work well with concave. It was stinky nav.
We use stinky nav up until the quals, so no bug until after.
So who do you guys think is in the lead right now here?
Looks about even to me. It doesn't look very even anymore.
It's kind of hard to fight across the currents in the middle, so. We don't save mana at the end, so if it does go to mana tiebreak, we're going to lose probably.
We don't save mana either.
Well, roll the dice, I guess.
Should do okay on this map.
So with the bigger maps, do you guys think you guys do better or worse?
We usually do worse. We don't really target enemy islands. We just assume that we'll roll over them eventually.
So your carriers just pick up anchors and then wander around?
They'll go to unoccupied islands, but they won't try to stand on enemy islands.
Do you think that'll come to play here?
I think it's over. Yeah.
It's not great. We also don't make amplifiers, so.
So what happened there? Why do you think that you guys lost control there?
Looks like they found the wells in the middle first.
We are getting pushed off the mana well, which is not good.
So we target enemy mana wells, so that will happen.
We just go towards the HQ, I guess.
Do you guys usually move towards enemy wells with launchers or try to
No.
attack with carriers?
Straight for HQ, only HQ.
Unlucky.
Yeah, that looks like it's game.
Meteor, what do you feel about this map?
So it was difficult because we usually go to diagonal, but luckily the launcher saw the enemies first.
So it looks like that set will go to Meteor 3-2. They will be continuing in the winner's bracket, and Middens will have another chance in the loser's bracket. So now, onto our regression games. Regression games will now be coming up and giving a quick intro into what their company is and what they're about, as well as presenting the best devlog reward.
Hey everyone, before we get started, I'd love to give a round of applause to the devs for putting on such a great tournament. All right, next slide. Yep. Yeah, so we're Regression Games. I'm the founder, Aaron, and I was actually a dev of Battlecode back in 2017. So I love Battlecode, and so we figured why not build a company around it and try to bring it to more and more people in a more accessible way. And so overall, what Battlecode is all about is building a system or a platform people can compete in games using AI and code. And we have multiple languages. So right now we have JavaScript, TypeScript, Python, Blockly, even for people who have no coding experience. And we plan on integrating into many games. So right now we're integrating into Minecraft, but we may integrate into more games in the future as well. And we'll have things like achievements, badges, challenges, stats, and all those gamification features that I think would be great to have in a competition like Battlecode. So, and overall, even if you have no coding experience or are new to AI and gaming, I definitely encourage you to participate. I try to make it as easy as possible for everyone to get started. And also, one other thing too is that we're running tournaments year-round as well, and so hopefully you can join us in the Battlecode postseason and compete in some of our tournaments. Next slide. Yep. So yeah, our first tournament is our first game is Minecraft, and we have a capture the flag game mode where you program a team of bots to compete in a capture the flag game. And our first tournament is going to be starting in March of this year, and it'll run to about April. And if you follow us online at regression.gg, you'll see more information about that coming out soon. And then, here's some screenshots from it as well. So we have a bunch of different utilities and an SDK that makes it really easy to get started. Even things like pathfinding, there's a very basic one already implemented for you to get started, but you could always dive deeper and customize it to your liking. And we have, like I mentioned, different languages like Python and JavaScript for you to jump right in. And so, feel free to join our Discord, join our website. You can scan that QR code to get access. And like I mentioned, we'll be having our first tournament in March, so pretty soon. And that's it for the presentation. But we'll also be announcing our winners for the Devlog Series prize now. All right, so the Devlog Series prize, the whole idea is to essentially post about your Battlecode experience throughout the season. We had a lot of people post online on Twitter and Reddit about what they're up to and the strategies they're learning about and trying out. And our winners for this prize are serial coders. Let's get a round of applause to them. And they're not here right now. They're a high school team, but we'll contact them about their prize. They had a lot of great Twitter posts and a Reddit post as well, so I encourage you to check them out. And then also we have an honorable mention, Team Double J. They also made a lot of really great posts on Reddit. And so for both these teams, we'll have a chance for them to interview for internships. And then also we have a monetary prize for the other team, serial coders. So, and I think that's it. So.
Thank you, Regression Games, and I recommend you guys to check them out when you have the chance. Now we're going to have a fun bonus round, not actual bots fighting, but now we will be doing an Estimathon. Lots of you guys might have come here. We'll have a total of 7 rounds of Estimathons throughout the night, or $69.61, $69.61 each. Won't be paying you quite that much. We'll have 7 questions concocted by the devs, and you guys will be submitting intervals as guesses. Each of these guesses will try to cover a secret positive integer based on the question, and we'll be evaluating the tightest interval that covers the answer. So the exact scoring method is going to be 1,000 times low divided by high, and whoever has the best score will win that round of the Estimathon. So without further ado, let's get into the very first Estimathon question. Today, or this Estimathon question, will be asking the total number of Battlecode posters printed by Copytech, which is MIT's print center, since August 2022. So a lot of the MIT students might have seen Battlecode posters all over the place. Now you guys can chance a guess at any interval trying to get the answer here. Go to that URL or go to the QR code to submit your guesses. And you guys have 90 seconds starting now. Feel free to debate with your teammates on what sort of answer is best. The answer is at least one. You guys might have seen a couple copy tech posters coming in, so those will count. And now 1 minute is remaining. Get in your guesses if you haven't gotten them already. If you guys have time, please do not run outside to see seal and count posters. That is not the right answer, as we posted quite a few. And now 25 seconds are remaining. 20. 15 seconds remaining. Get in any guesses if you guys haven't gotten one in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Submissions have now closed. And now for the correct answer to that question, the answer was a total of 615 posters. So, looking at the winners now, I believe the winners are the dev team who guessed the exact correct answer, but beyond them, we are compiling the winners and they will be here shortly. In the meanwhile, to any teams that come up and narrate, I would recommend looking at that screen. Although if you want to turn around and look at the big screen, feel free. Just make sure that the mic follows you. And the winner is Richard Jan with a score of 889. Please come down later in the night. Oh, please come down right now to just give us the info so that we can pay you the prize amount. For those who didn't get the victory, don't worry. There will be 6 other Estimathon questions. Now, you guys have seen what kind of things the devs are concocting when they're really bored. But for now, we'll continue our winners octo-finals rounds. So entering our very first match, we will have Producing Perfection versus the Dumb Collectors. Feel free to take the mic off and pass it around as you narrate, so it's a bit easier.
Hello, we're Producing Perfection.
Yeah, and we're Dumb Collectors.
So what do you think about this map? I made it.
This seems like a pretty standard map, so I don't know. At least it's not jail, so.
I think we lost.
Well, my least favorite map is
forced.
actually not jail. It's diagonal because we don't go to the center. We don't go along the diagonal, but.
So is there a specific reason you choose to go to the center?
Well, if it's a small enough map, we'll go to the center, but otherwise, we just go to the nearest predicted HQ.
So is that just to look for enemy HQs, or is that just to keep your robots close to yours?
It's just to find the enemy, yeah. But looks like we won the first match. Pretty cool. I didn't see what happened, but.
Oh, it is working. Yeah, it doesn't look great for us.
So you guys capture some islands. Is that for a tactical advantage or just trying to get 75% of them?
So the way our island or anchor making works is like we do it based off of or based on mana income. If we have enough mana income, we'll make an anchor and then increase the mana threshold.
So do you think the most useful part of the island is the communication or the healing or the vision?
It's probably the healing. I don't know. our carriers are kind of dumb. They just roam around. Our exploration is really bad. So if you have a mana well outside of the HQ vision radius, that's pretty bad for us.
So will your robots have fun exploring this map then?
Oh.
I also made this map.
Yeah.
So what do you think is so different between your two teams' strategies?
We're bad.
Well, you're in the top 16, so.
We use emergent behavior. We don't know what's going on. We just pray that it works, all works out, you know, like every year.
We employ like a brute force solution. We just like try stuff that works.
What do you think the strongest part of your bot is? The attack micro, the overall navigation?
Well, I think we focused on infrastructure a lot of the testing infrastructure, being able to iterate fast. So nothing, I don't know what our strongest part, probably infrastructure, but like our weakest part is definitely exploration.
And that will be a 3-0 victory for Producing Perfection and a 5-0 sweep. Congratulations to Producing Perfection for proceeding in the winner's bracket, and collectors will have another chance in the losers. And now we have Don't At Me versus Baby Ducks. Two teams are here. So what was your favorite part of this year's Battlecode game? Was it the very fun to navigate currents? Was it the very fun to fight around clouds? No.
It's the useful late game units.
They're fun, man.
I mean, they were really fun to use when we tested them, but.
So you have code for them?
It might look a little similar to our launcher code, just a little bit.
Which one came first, the destabilizers or the launchers?
Our launchers look like they're having a little bit of a fun time here. Captain Island. We really focus on island healing, and since that one's so close to the HQ, it looks like it's gonna get a lot of pressure off on it.
Is there a specific thing you think your bots are very strong on?
I think we're pretty. I think we're pretty good at the first 20 turns, figuring out what to do for that. Past that, it gets a bit murky, but we did put a lot of time into managing our carrier micro, so I'm hoping that's pretty good. I guess we're gonna see.
Yeah, looks like our launchers are clumping up a little bit on the bottom. Not sure what that's all about.
Oh, the hell got redirected.
Yeah.
How did you find this year's communication?
I know that a lot of teams did like really strong map-wide comms, but we sort of took a very simple approach to it. It's just wells and enemy HQs. Yeah, I think we rely very heavily on islands to generate value on maps.
So did you enjoy the island buffs then?
Yeah, we definitely did. Yeah. Looks like our pathing's having a really fun time on this map.
Would you consider this map difficult to pathfind on?
Sometimes it looks like we get a little bit in our own way when it comes to pathfinding.
I understand. It can be quite difficult to find the right answer on Battlecode 23.
Yeah, looks.
What happened there?
Yeah, looks like we had a great time with our carriers on that map.
So what happened with that tiebreak? Do you specifically look for islands, or do you think something went awry with the mana?
We don't really conserve mana, and sometimes that's bad if you're winning a map, but you can't close it out, because then you just spend all of your mana doing nothing.
We did see that coming into play quite a bit during the qualifiers. Have you guys changed your code a lot since the qualifiers?
A little bit, yeah.
Just like bug fixes. That's it.
I remember in the qualifiers, I believe Baby Ducks resigned a match. What happened there?
Baby Ducks is not here, I believe.
Oh,
we're all from Don't At Me. Yeah. Not sure what Baby Ducks. I don't know if they knew that they qualified. They had a pretty interesting run.
Oh, there's no.
All right, yeah.
There's code.
Yeah, it looks like Baby Ducks' resignation code is still very strong against our strategy. Yeah, this one looks like we have quite a bit of map pressure, so.
Do you think that this one you're
It's looking good for us here.
Do you think this one you're a lot better at path
Yeah,
finding,
they
or-
are very strong.
Fair. So that will be the set to Don't At Me 3-1, a final score of 4-1, and they will be continuing in the winner's bracket. Now, your anchor is on another island versus Bruh. Both of these seems pretty interesting names, in my opinion. I believe your anchors on another island is Lonely Laboratory's Dream of Golden Anomalies from last year.
Testing. So your anchor is on another island?
Yeah, we're bro.
So our strategy is essentially trying to survive the rush of the enemy and then use our amplifiers. I know amplifiers is a very rare term used here, but use amplifier, use communications, and then overall win the game.
Do you think you guys understand amplifiers in a way the other teams don't?
I thought everyone was using amplifiers, and then after qualifications, everyone just showed that they commented out their amplifier code. So.
That was mostly because we were testing against Super Kappas and X-Quest, and they were using amplifiers, so yeah.
In spirit of the game, we're still using amplifiers.
But not destabilizers?
No destabilizers.
If this game goes long enough, you may see some unexpected things.
Very unexpected things.
Should we have made the destabilizers cuter?
They're not destabilizers. There's actually one more unit.
The accelerating anchors, you mean?
Maybe.
We're under a lot of pressure here. Yeah. I was actually very worried about
we have a pretty big group.
Thing here
Yeah.
because that seems to be working out pretty nicely.
Okay, you can see an elixir and you can see the boosters. But they didn't work. They didn't do anything, so.
So what are boosters and what are destabilizers? Would you like to explain?
So the idea behind boosters is that they can increase they can decrease the cooldown of the nearby robots. I think the way the devs planned it was that they're supposed to decrease the cooldown of your attacking units so that they can attack more. What we primarily use it is for our carriers to increase our production. So make 3 boosters, increase your elixir production so the destabilizer wave becomes stronger. The problem is by then, we are not producing launchers. Most of the times we die. So it looks cool though.
So you guys like to use the boosters for resource production then?
Yes, definitely.
That was not the intended use.
It
but
becomes
that is a
really
very
necessary
cool use.
to produce boosters when you make elixir well because you lose a mana well, right? So you need the destabilizers to be produced rapidly so that you can hold up.
As for pathfinding, our pathfinding is vision-based BFS. If that's not working, then just do bug nav and just pray.
So, Bruh, do you usually like to just focus on the launchers, or what about your strategy?
I mean, most of my focus was on carriers. Yeah.
That will be the set to your anchors on another island. Now, next up, we'll have the Grandiloquent Grinders versus the 4 Musketeers.
Hello, we're the grandiloquent grinders.
And
I'll
we're
try to
the-
be grandiloquent. Sorry.
And we're the four musketeers. Of
Two
which-
musketeers?
Of which two are present, but there are four overall.
Yes. I feel like we do really bad when the HQs are sort of interspersed with each other, but we'll see. Launches are quite equivalent right now, so it's quite a hot battle going on top left.
Just luckily we're down some resources, so
Yeah.
that's a little
The
rip.
unit counts aren't.
Yeah, four
looking
Musk
too
is
good.
pulling ahead. Yeah. Two Musk, sorry.
This is looking. This is looking good for us.
So our code, we don't like claim islands to like round 400 no matter what. So small maps do not help.
We might see some elixir on this map from us too.
Yeah.
We don't know what elixir is.
Also, instead of going to enemy HQs, we try to go to like mana wells where the enemies could be, because taking out enemy carriers is very important. Because if you have more launchers, then like it's likely that you'll like do well.
Yeah, and I think on this map it's really important to be able to find those top right-hand and left-hand corner wells, but I think our bot doesn't know more than 4 wells, so there's 6 of them in total, so we won't be able to find them.
Yeah.
Seems like 4 Musk is pulling a little bit ahead here with 110
Elixir.
to 100.
Oh. Wait, where's that?
on the
elixir?
bottom.
Where?
They're on the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah, there they are.
Oh, no.
Let's go. So the
Yeah, our
destabilizers-
launchers are just dying now.
They're doing
And we have no code whatsoever to try to avoid those circles. So I hope they run away from them.
I think it's kind of funny. No team has found the top right or top left wells because we don't really
Yeah.
explore at all. We just try to go straight for the enemy. Oh.
Looks like our launcher count is. It's not actually getting much better.
Still quite surprising how long we're holding out, but hopefully our 36 amplifiers will pull through.
We do have good comms, hopefully.
Hopefully we can protect those islands for another 500
I
rounds.
think we lose on mana. We lose on mana.
Oh, it's coming down to mana tiebreak?
I think it'll be good.
Oh,
Elixir's
wow.
tiebreak will come first.
Oh, elixir.
Oh.
Oh, this way to the island. It's the island. It's at the island.
Oh! 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 Oh!
We're really close to the island.
Oh!
I think we lose.
Wait! Take the island!
Is it? Oh, it's like that.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
This can't be.
I think we definitely lose.
It's okay.
We only need one more island.
Number one.
Wow.
GG. Wait, where's the last island?
That carries
Top,
us
top
up.
left.
Top left.
Yeah, I think 500 carriers is a few too many.
Yeah, we had too many carriers and they couldn't get back to base. So
Looks like we weren't punished for not having elixir, which is a good thing, I guess.
Elixir is bad, confirmed.
Oh, here, yeah, a lot of teams struggle to get across the current, so hopefully we are not stuck, but it looks like we're able to cross the map.
Do have launchers on our mana wells, which not good.
Yeah, but it looks like our launchers have made it across the map. Hopefully they can capitalize on being able to go to the carriers, but it doesn't seem like
Looks
it.
like they're just having fun in that corner.
Yeah, we're just having fun on the right side.
Oh, looks like some blue launchers got in the way.
also,
Yeah.
if the carriers see launchers between them and their HQ, then the carriers will try to switch to deposit to another HQ to still be able to deposit the resources while not getting killed.
Yeah, here it's looking like a tough match. 4 Musk is double our launcher count, so it'll have to be a pretty heavy comeback.
I mean, yeah, we were here before though, so you never know. You never know what could happen.
That's true. Amp difference.
True.
Amplifier difference.
You think
Hey,
you guys will be
You
able
don't
to
believe in
capture the
red?
islands?
Looks like blue's tiling near the right side. We're still defending our 2 small islands, which is good, but
We have
don't have much econ
We
going
have
on.
3 carriers with anchors that don't know what to do. 4 now.
It'll be a tough time breaking through that barricade on the right.
I have no idea how we produce so much islands too, because our code does not do that. But I guess it does.
I guess it does.
Oh wait,
now.
yeah, that's true. It's around, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like our base on the bottom is finally getting run over. Well, it won't be a long game from here.
Maybe we'll make it to game 5, but
Yeah, we're hoping for game 5.
Blue has
Maybe
a
we
habit
make
of
Elixir
winning on
here
that.
and lose.
What do you think is the most important thing on this map to winning?
Finding the wells in the clouds. You find
Yeah.
those early, you win.
It also looks like if you get control of the middle, you get control.
Yeah, it
of
looks
all
like
the
that.
islands. Oh, but Four Musk has completely taken over the map. So
Yeah.
seems like if you just win in the first 400, you know, that's pretty important.
Yeah.
All right, good
And
game.
that will be the set victory to Four Musketeers. And a 3-2 set. Very close. Maybe if they defended that one last island and won on the elixir tiebreak, we'll find out in the losers bracket. And now, on to our next intermittent break. Argus Labs is, I believe, here to present on what their company is about. So please give them a warm welcome.
Cool. Hello, everyone. I want to use this opportunity to kind of like tell you guys a little bit more about what we're working at Argus. First and foremost, I'm pretty pissed that I have to be in Boston this weekend because it's freaking cold. It's like insane. I'm like a tropical being, and so this is torture for me. But to kind of introduce myself quickly, next. My name is Scott. Graduated from Berkeley last year. Now I'm working with a team of engineers, researchers, and game designers on Argus Labs. We're essentially kind of a hybrid of a game infra lab and like a game studio where we build novel game tech stack and the games to run on top of it. And to do this, we recently raised a $10 million seed round led by Han Ventures with participation from other notable angels like Lod Gill and Balaji, who's the former CTO of Coinbase. Next. So the core thing that we're working on at Argus is something that we call the World Engine, which is I don't know if you guys watch Sword Art Online, but for the weeps in the room here, it's essentially kind of this anime where they have this idea of a world seed that basically allows people to build these virtual worlds and protocols for these different virtual worlds to communicate with each other. And so the World Engine is essentially a high-performance server-side game runtime designed for open, composable, and interoperable games. And under the hood, it's essentially kind of a game backend with a smart contract virtual machine that allows for sandbox and deterministic arbitrary player-generated code execution. And yes, we stole that feature from blockchains. Basically it allowed the players to easily hook into core game logic and state to build platforms, marketplaces, guild systems, and whatsoever. And also it allows the designer to experiment with kind of a larger design space, let it be creating cross-game economies or player-driven emergent behaviors. A lot of the work that we do at Argus is inspired by my previous game called Dark Forest that I built in college with some of my friends. Some of them went to MIT, where we're essentially building this game where everyone can build plugins and extensions and a wide variety of platforms to directly integrate with the game. And most notably, people built NotMicro, which uses zero-knowledge proof cryptography to sell informations within the game, and also created plugin systems that basically automate some parts of the gameplay, much like Battlecode. We are hiring. So if you guys want to fuck around and find out with us, we are hiring for internships and full-time positions. You can go to argus.gg/jobs for kind of the complete listings, or if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me at scott@argus.gg. Thank you. Cool. So I think we have some best strategy report for this competition, and so for the first place, we have Four Musketeers. And also we have honorable mentions, which is Don't At Me and Gone Fishing. Congratulations.
So Four Musketeers will receive their nice certificate of winning that. I'll also grab a nice photo of them. Coming up next is our next Estimathon round. Round 2, back at it again. Let's see who can get it this time. I'd like to, something we didn't mention the first time, but you do need to be in this room to be eligible to win the prize. So if you are watching over Twitch, unfortunately, you cannot receive the prize since we can't get your payment information. I would not recommend entering it into Twitch chat. But let's look at this next Estimathon question. The next question is going to be something that competitors have a bit of an edge, perhaps. It's going to be the total number of submissions that successfully compiled over the course of this Battlecode season. So once again, you can go to the same URL or the same QR code in order to input your answer. And I'll give you guys 90 seconds starting now. And there's 1 minute left, so keep discussing with your teammates or get in your guess. Once again, I'll give you a hint. It's at least one because the reference player compiled it successfully. And hopefully higher than that because there are 16 finalists in this room who should have had successful submissions at some point. And now we have 35 seconds remaining. And now 20 seconds remaining. Get in your guesses while you still can. 15 seconds left. Now 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Submissions are now closed. And for the answer to that question, there were a total of 3,244 successful submissions this Battlecode season. You guys can place guesses to how many of those were you. And now the winner of this one will be Alex Morozov with a score of 940. So please come down and receive your prize. Oh, come down that way. To those who didn't quite get that time, you'll have another 5 chances throughout the night. And now for our losers minor quarterfinals. This is going to be the first, this will determine our 4 13th place teams. And we'll see some familiar names as some teams were knocked down to losers bracket. Starting off, we have Kryptonite versus Camel Case. Who do you guys think will win here?
Sorry.
Oh. And now on to the very first map.
Okay, new map.
So you guys should be seeing a lot of new maps. What do you think about this one?
Very interesting. There's like a lot of clouds in the bottom half, but there's like nothing in them, which is kind of interesting. Any bots that like try to go to the center to check symmetry might have some trouble here. We don't really do that, but yeah.
What about the resource wells? Do you think your bots are navigating them quite well?
Yeah, that's interesting. There's like a big deposit of resources in the middle. Okay. Seems so they have an island already. We don't start making islands till 300, so we'll see.
Camel Case, what do you think? How do you think your bot played out this map, and what do you think they should have done?
Okay, we actually captured islands. Nice. All right. Oh yeah, one like kind of interesting feature of our bot is after sprint 1, they added like damage around enemy HQs, but like we decided that it's, you know, a small number, and so yeah.
So Kryptonite taking the first game. Now on to Based, a map made by one of our devs.
This is a another interesting map in that it's like center control seems really important. Our bot might struggle because like we kind of prioritize nearby things maybe a little too much. Yeah, a lot of interesting like dead ends in this map, I think.
GFS will be really useful here, but I'm big neffing.
If you notice, I think in the small channel where there's wells, our carriers will just kind of like sit there and kind of block our other units from moving out. This was a kind of worry we kind of had, but we never really addressed too much. But I think that might be the case for a lot of teams. I know some teams talked about doing like a lattice pattern around these to help with that, so like your other units can actually move through. So we'll have to see. I will say, I think, so our condition for making islands is when we have 300 troops or more, we'll just start making them. Yeah, and so it seems like Camel Case might just win off island tiebreak, even if they don't capture all.
Around 300, start spawning anchors, as long as it's safe.
Oh, are you saying round 300 or 300 troops?
Round 300.
Oh,
yeah.
for us, it's 300 troops.
Seems like 300 troops might not fit on this map.
Yeah.
And game 2 will go to Camel Case, so now 1-1 on to late again.
This is very interesting with the currents. Since our bot avoids the currents completely, we'll have trouble, like, I guess, taking advantage of them coming in. And it looks like that actually is helping Camel Case. At least you see them like zooming along the currents.
So Camel Case, how do you decide when to use the currents?
As long as they're in the right direction to the target, but they are never the right direction.
The dev who made this map also made jail, fun fact.
Oh no.
Okay, that's going to be one island for Camel Case. I think we might face a similar issue here where it's hard to fit 300 troops. Oh, and yeah, they take all the islands.
And yeah, that will be the next game for Camel Case. Yeah, this one was originally inspired by Bow and Arrow, which I know is a very beloved map amongst our competitors.
Okay, it seems pretty close. We have a
Yeah, you are up a mana,
okay.
so
I see.
you should be able to take it.
All right.
So what do you think is really what decides on what navigates this map properly and better?
I think the launcher micro is super important because like the first fight will probably just determine the outcome of the game. Although I guess the first fight's kind of weird in that like it might actually take a lot longer than you would expect because of like how the map's laid out. This may be a 2000 game round, and hopefully they didn't capture any islands when I wasn't looking. But yeah.
Wait, I have more. Oh no, never mind.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
Ooh, close mana tiebreak there. All right. Good luck on round 5.
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, interesting map, kind of big, not many resources. They're at the top. All right, looks like we'll have a skirmish first. Okay, pretty even so far.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, you're
right.
pressing hard.
All right. One worry for us, I guess, is our troops might get clogged. Oh, one like really random feature that we have is if our carriers. Ooh. Okay.
So what happened there?
I think all our units got stuck together. I guess like it also doesn't help that. Oh, okay. It's a close game, but I think the no anchors may be the downfall of us here.
So do you think you'll hit 300 units here?
Oh no.
All right.
And that will be Camel Case taking the set 3-2. A close map, but 300 units, a little too far. Now we have no BFS, please, once again going to join us over Zoom versus Middens. So having seen the next 5 maps, what are your thoughts on how your robots will perform?
Well, first, we were hoping to not go against 4th seed in the losers bracket. Our record against them isn't great, so
Well, these are new maps, so.
50-50, I'm not sure.
And now starting on the very first map.
Ooh.
Looks like Midden's taking the lead in the top here. What do you think happened there?
Our bot tries to go straight for HQs, which in map 2, the first round actually messed us up when our symmetry detection broke.
Is that because there is some resigning, or?
Yeah, there's HQ disintegrated, so we decided that was none of the 3 symmetries, and we couldn't find any HQs.
So you're telling me the disintegration was tactical?
Yeah, Kryptonite actually called this one right before the tournament. He was like, what if I made my HQs disintegrate to mess up people? And it happened.
My partner is fighting maybe the parents.
Yeah, it looks like Middens will be taking the first game. Now onto base.
Oh, so there's a question on resource balance before. I believe we do 2-to-1 mana at adamantium. And the way we assign it is we look at the parity of the location that the carriers are built on, which doesn't work if there's currents nearby, but so far it's been fine.
Well, we'll find out if there are currents near the headquarters soon.
Our carriers are kind of blocking the launchers sometimes.
Seems like no BFS please is also struggling a little on that top side though.
It's looking pretty good.
So what do you think was so defining in sort of getting the middle here?
I don't really know, honestly. We kind of just wander to random locations. But I guess RNG worked out this time.
And now, late again. Do you guys navigate the currents, or how do you guys consider currents?
We avoid currents that are going against the direction that we want to go. That being said, it looks like it's kind of having a problem here because it thinks that the current that's going to the right is towards the direction of the HQ. So it's taking the currents when it probably shouldn't be.
Seems like they finally found that resource well in the bottom right though.
It's looking fairly even.
HQ is clogged. It might
Yeah.
not be.
You do have an island. Do you think that will come into play?
We're healing on it. I don't know if it'll be enough. Both teams have an island. Oh, okay, we have.
Nice.
And that will be the set to Middens. And congratulations to No BFS, please, for making it all the way here. And congratulations to Middens for continuing. No BFS, please, unfortunately not here, but we will send you a certificate later over email.
Okay.
And now, I believe, we have the Dumb Collectors versus Baby Ducks.
You want to say something?
So, what do you think about these maps? Do you think your bots will perform on them well, or do you think they'll struggle with pathfinding? We've been seeing some interesting pathfinding in the recent 2 games.
It should be fine. It should be better than the first set, at least.
There are a line of currents going all the way around. Do you think your bots are utilizing those?
I think what's nice is like in this map, symmetry is like when we roll out symmetry, it rolls out like the horizontal one, so it'll just immediately go like straight to the enemy HQs.
Yeah, not looking great right now.
Yeah.
Seems like Baby Ducks has control of the top there. What do you think? What do you think was most important there? And that will be Baby Ducks taking the first game. Now to base. What do you guys think about the pathfinding on this map? When I saw this map, the first thing I told the dev was It looked very similar to some very fun pathfinding maps.
Yeah, so it looks like we're just taking a long way around, but seems to be okay for now.
I think the fact that like we actually don't produce that many carriers is like helping us like have our launchers not get stuck.
Looks like you're exploring a lot of this map quite effectively. Do you have a specific exploration strategy that you think is different?
We just move randomly away from places that we think are bad.
Looks like Dumb Collectors will be taking the next one. It will be tied 1-1.
Yeah.
So here the currents seem to be a little bit of a difficulty for Baby Ducks. What do you think's happening?
To be honest, I thought like we would have the same bug on this one, so I have no clue.
Have you seen this before the tournament, or do you think this is new to this map?
I think we're just bad with currents in general.
Yeah, we changed our pathfinding like the day before, or the day of the deadline, and it doesn't look. Oh, it's working here, but yeah.
This map, the headquarters are quite close together. Do you think that's influencing anything?
I think what's unfortunate is that we can't really find the mana well, just because like how our exploration is being weighted, it's not gonna change.
Seems like a lot of your launches are sort of just stuck around the headquarter. Do you think it's trying to attack the other headquarter, but just can't get through?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't really have any launcher micro, so they kind of just stream in one by one and get killed.
And who do you think is gonna take this map here? Looks like they have a lot. Baby Ducks has quite a few launchers, but they haven't found the wells.
Yeah, that is.
Our collectors really like killing themselves in the enemy base.
Oh. You guys look to capture any islands in conditions like these?
We don't have any resources to collect island anchors with because our collectors are dying.
Well, it certainly looks like they'll be winning off the island tiebreaker then. 1 island to 0. Hello, maybe you guys are getting some resources?
Every time it goes to collect resources, it then runs straight into the enemy HQ and dies.
And that will be Baby Ducks taking the next one, and we will go to the tiebreak map, 2-2. So with a map like this, what do you think is important towards winning? Is it finding the other HQs? Is it controlling the center, the wells?
For us, it's probably just guessing the HQ locations.
So do you look to detect symmetry?
Yeah.
All we do in the beginning is just rush them.
So for context, for those who don't understand what detecting symmetry is, all maps are guaranteed to be either rotationally, vertically, or horizontally symmetric. So you can guess where locations are on the map by observing where the walls are placed. Here it looks like maybe some collectors has control of the middle, but Baby Ducks is holding the right side. Do you think you're going to
our
go
economy
to get
isn't
through to
looking
the
too great,
island?
but we have islands.
Might win on a 75% condition. And that will be a 75% condition. Some collectors will be taking the set. 2-2. A close set. And now, our last match of this cluster, Bra versus the Grandiloquent Grinders. So, looks like Bra's actually sort of grabbing the top side here quite well. What do you think is sort of influencing that?
Pathfinding.
It's like right-hand rule.
Do you look to use the currents?
Yes.
Looks like Bruh's doing a lot of early island claiming.
Early island claiming, do you think they'll be able to get 75%, or do you think the islands are just too far here?
I think we probably just lose.
They're one away, so they might just get.
Yeah, I mean, if they can find that bottom one, they just need one more now.
Seems like it'll only be a matter of time until they find that bottom one. Since
We have added
We
a
have
new
one
climb
launch.
feature.
We got some
looking on the
carriers.
islands.
They're running around randomly.
So to anybody watching, you can see the number of islands on each side now. A feature that is recently added, although it's a little small to see on the screen. This is indeed our internal client.
So in this map, we're really hoping not to get clobbered up in the tiny 3-wide path, but seems like we are, or that's not us. Sorry, it seems like red is a little bit, but we're able to successfully make it out.
Having some trouble getting out of the top right corner.
Do we have control of middle, which is good?
Yeah, so we have 3 islands. Hopefully we can utilize that island healing, but it seems like red is making a pretty good defense on their wells. But we have a little bit of a lead, 50 to 10 launchers.
A little bit.
A good amount.
A good amount.
Certainly a little bit of
But I
slack.
guess it's a matter of time whether we can keep that lead and capture those islands in the right swirly thing.
I think we'll. Yeah, it'll probably take a minute to capture.
Yeah, one issue with our claiming is that there's just no communication in there's no communication in that right side area, so our carriers just don't know that there's islands they can claim over there.
They rely pretty heavily on amplifiers and communication.
So here, I think it's really important that we don't get stuck in those currents in HQ.
It seems like we are getting stuck.
like both teams are
So
actually
red
getting
seems to
stuck
make
a
it out with
little
their
here.
launchers before us.
Navigation is really hard.
Yeah, but it looks like our launchers are stuck in those currents and unable to get out and actually do an impact on the match.
We do have an amplifier, which might help us get out because we attack enemies that we see.
Oh. Whoa. But maybe our ball of death of launchers near our HQ will keep us alive for some amount of time. We are up a few launchers, surprisingly, 20 to 7, even though we're not mining mana, which is a little bit odd to me.
Seems like both teams kind of got stuck in the currents there, trying to get to their headquarters.
Maybe we're able to claim. Actually, probably not. It'll take a minute.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of luck if we're able to get out of our base. But it seems like some units are coming out when we clog up the currents all the way.
You think it's going to go to an island tiebreak or a mana tiebreak here? Both teams are stuck in their bases.
So I guess if anyone's able to get one island, then they'll probably take the match.
Looks like we're clogged, which might be good for our mana.
But looks like, we have 2 anchors next to our HQ that can't get out. But same with red. It comes down to mana tiebreak.
Oh, wow. I think we got really lucky that our HQ is clogged and we can't spawn. So, mana.
That is true. And even though we have 4 anchors next to our HQ. This map is really small. Hopefully, or I think what's important is that teams find the outermost mana wells that are safe from a whole bunch of launchers. Seems like our launchers take control of the bottom mana wells.
This will be a problem for us because all our carriers are going to go for the center wells.
Yes, and I think we will too.
It seems like first person to get the launchers, they're taking the lead in the middle.
Yeah. Looks like we have a
We
little
gotta
bit of a lead
amplify
in
it.
launchers.
Oh, yeah.
But it's actually
they're kind of taking
3
back.
1, 4 0 launchers.
Oh.
So close, taking the island at the
Claiming.
last second.
And that will be Grandiloquent Grinders taking the set. 3-1. Good job capturing that last island, sneaking an anchor in.
Yeah.
And now we'd like to call down the teams that were eliminated here and offer them their 13th place certificates, starting with Kryptonite. Congratulations for reaching the final tournament and doing pretty well. And no BFS, please. Not here, unfortunately, but we will be emailing their certificate online. And now Baby Ducks. Unfortunately not here today. We will be contacting them and offering their certificate. And finally, Bruh. And congratulations to all of our 13th place competitors that made it this far. Now moving on, we'll be doing a quick word of thanks to our silver sponsors. In particular, we'd like to thank our 3 sponsors, HRT, Jane Street, and Spark. Starting with Hudson River Trading, they bring a scientific approach to trading financial products. They have built one of the world's most sophisticated computing environments for research and development. At HRT, they come from all sorts of backgrounds: mathematics, computer science, statistics, physics, and engineering. They're a community of self-starters motivated by the excitement of being at the cutting edge of automated trading, friends and colleagues, whether they're sharing a meal, playing the latest board game, or writing elegant code. HRT embraces a culture of togetherness that extends far beyond the walls of their office. So thank you to HRT for being one of our silver sponsors this year and making this event possible. Next, we have Jane Street. Jane Street is a quantitative trading firm with offices worldwide. We hire smart, humble people who love to solve problems, build systems, and test theories. You'll learn something new every day in our office, whether it's connecting with a colleague to share perspectives or participating in a talk, class, or game night. Our success is driven by our people, and we never stop improving. Thank you to Jane Street for being a silver sponsor this year and making this event possible. And lastly, we have Spark Investment Management, LLC. Spark is creating a groundbreaking data science infrastructure for our next generation hedge fund. For over a decade, our outstanding people, many of whom have PhDs, have been developing the next generation of technologies, ideas, and strategies. We have been highly successful because of both our technically superior strategies and our brilliant people. We have a close-knit group distinguished by their interest in our shared success, half of whom are graduates from Harvard, MIT, and Cornell. We have experience with H-1B and green card sponsorship, and visa status is not a constraint, so I recommend you guys to check them out when you have the chance. Thank you to Spark for being one of our silver sponsors this year. And now, on to our next bonus round. Today, or this time, we'll be asking, the secret integer will be the total number of Hollow Knight playtime across all of the dev team. Oh, sorry, we'll be asking for hours, yes. It's a little hard to track seconds, unfortunately. Once again, you can submit at that URL. 90 seconds to submit will start now. I'll give you a hint, at least one dev played Hollow Knight for at least 1 hour. Exactly. Submit in hours, please. All time, yes. You can also include the total number of hours played of Silksong. Unfortunately, those are not quite as much as those played in Hollow Knight. There are now 45 seconds remaining to get your answers in. If you have time, you can go to our competitor Discord and start looking for our Steam pages. 30 seconds remaining. Personally, if you ask me, my favorite part of Hollow Knight was Zote. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Submissions have now closed. So, what do you guys think that the answer was? Is there some shouts out from the crowd? 2 hours, 5,000 is a little ambitious. The correct answer was 450 hours played. For context, This is a total of 4 devs. How many hours do I have? I have 199, so I carried the dev team here. So the winner of this Estimathon round is Toya Takashi with a score of 978. So if they're in this room, they can come to the front to receive their prize. As we wait, if the honorable mentions to the previous devlog series rewards and the Argus Labs rewards can come up to receive their certificates, that would also be good. So I believe the honorable mentions for the Regression Games Awards, Team Double J, if they're in this room, they can come up here to receive the certificate. And for the Argus Labs, I believe Don't At Me and Gone Fishing. Yeah, you can just come up to the front to receive your certificate. Toyo Takashi winning that one with an interval of 450 to 460, by the way. 10-hour interval. About the amount of time I spent doing the recent Pantheon. And now we'll be moving on to our winners quarterfinals. So starting off, we'll have Gone Fishing versus What is Burnout? What is Burnout is an MIT team. I want to pick up the mic there.
Yeah, I think we're probably slightly dead because we can't navigate currents.
Okay, we captured a 1 island. That's pretty nice. Yeah, and we have more mana, so we can create more launchers. That's also nice. Waiting to capture more islands.
Slight unit advantage to Gone Fishing.
What's your strategy with island healing?
We go for an early island after round 150, and then and then we determine the interval between anchor making based on a number of HQ and number of islands.
Oh, this is an insanely big map.
This island
and like good for like pass fighting, I guess, because like no walls.
This one personally my favorite map, has no walls in it.
So this is all about the launcher micro, like when attacks, I guess.
And this is the base trade again.
Yeah.
We have 0 defense.
We also have 0 defense and no offense now. Tends
what
to
do
be
you think
recipe for
happened
loss.
there? So what's the general strategy for exploration? Do you guys seek out enemy HQs, symmetry, or wells?
We have symmetry seeker on each unit, and only carriers report wells and islands.
Yeah. And we kind of just like scout symmetry on the go. We used to have like carriers do that, and then we removed that because carriers need to mine mana, and that's more important.
And now on to the third game. We have a very nice game. I believe there's a request in the title from one of our devs. I wish the team's narrating best of luck with making puns here.
It turns out no defense and no offense is once again a recipe for disaster.
So we try to go for a center island so that we can heal better and it's closer to the fight. So we'll see that we'll go for the center top and center bottom islands, and then the islands closer to our side, and then the islands closer to enemy side.
So looks like you guys are capturing islands here. Something we didn't see a whole lot in Sprint 1.
All the islands, we don't have to capture the rest.
Yeah. We
So-
have more than half now.
Oh, wait, how did you find them?
So that will be Gone Fishing taking the set 3-0. What is Burnout will continue in the losers bracket. Now we have Omnom versus Meteor. Hopefully you guys can make better puns. Yeah, on the Make Puns Here map. I will have to interject with puns if you guys don't do that.
Yeah.
And I haven't prepared any.
Okay, so it looks like we rushed.
So what do you think about
I
this
think our
map?
rush was successful, or no? I don't know. It looks like they're coming back.
So we're trying to rush, but in the neutral, we always lose.
So it looks like Omnom is capturing the island while Meteor isn't. Sort of what's the logic there? Is it for healing or is it just to grab the islands?
Yeah, it seems like we have the right.
I want to speak a little closer to the mic. Or speak into the mic.
Seems like we both kind of took one side and now we're attacking at the bottom.
It looks like you had a pretty successful offense there. What happened,
Yeah.
Meteor? So do you intentionally crowd around islands to heal, or do you usually just try to leave them on the side?
We don't really like specifically go to islands to heal.
Yeah, we don't really exploit them.
What do you think about this map? Do you think you guys are going to pathfind on it successfully?
Like we spent a lot of time on pathfinding, but we don't know if it will work.
Yeah, this looks pretty bad for us.
Yeah.
We don't really have much stuff left.
It looks like Meteor took the lead in this map. Do you think that is because of your early exploration, or do you think it's because you found wells, or?
So as soon as we found our wells, we used the symmetries to find enemy wells and attack them. So I think that worked. Don't know what they're doing right now.
Fun fact, this map was originally called Sun and Moon. Now it's Galaxy because there are no walls in space. So I expect a lot of puns here.
Seem to be pretty successful on the bottom. Yeah.
This is the map that comes after Massive L and Absolute W, it seems.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
So do you think it's because you found those wells, or what do you think it was there?
I think we just won the initial interactions, and that basically cemented it because the HQs are so close together.
Do you think that had to do with launcher micro?
Yeah.
So what's your launcher micro related to currents, clouds, and islands?
I mean, the launcher micro as a whole is kind of just move in and out, right? And we use currents to do that if possible. Yeah.
This map, named very unreasonable.
So our launchers are getting
Bug
stuck.
map seems to be doing pretty well.
Do you think the pathfinding is especially difficult here, or is it just reaching the actual enemy headquarters?
I think there was a bug in our pathfinding that we never actually fixed.
When we find enemies, we tend to cluster as opposed to like bugging. So that might get us stuck on the top wall there. But
You usually like to apply
yeah,
bug
it looks
map
like we're
from
gonna
all
get
the
clogged
pathfinding?
too.
Yeah, we also got clogged, so.
Yeah. Yeah, but we need to. Yeah, we're completely clogged right now.
This map, originally designed in hopes of elixir. Unfortunately, no elixir to be found. Do you think Omnom's going to be able to capture this half island? Bring it to a tiebreak, perhaps? They are ahead in mana.
Oh,
Unfortunately
what
not.
happened? Oh, yeah, mana tiebreak. Yeah.
Is that just getting
Or it
stuck
might
on
have
your
been
robots there?
Be defending pretty well.
Looks like Meteor hasn't found those two wells down there.
So like our launchers are getting stuck a lot.
Do you think that's going to be?
We've captured. Okay.
Oh. 75%. Omnom will be taking the set 3-2.
Dang, good game. Yeah, good game.
Meteor will continue in the losers bracket. Now we have Producing Perfection versus Don't At Me. Producing Perfection, very fun to say their name last year and during the cast this year. A little bit better than Grandiloquent Grinders. Also known as the Habitudinous Hackers from last year.
All right. Looks like we found their HQ pretty early on.
Was that from symmetry detection?
We assume rotational symmetry first because it brings you closer to the center of the map, although it looks like they might be pushing back on that side. Oh, we got the island down. I think it's going to give us some stability on that side of the map.
So is there a reason you pick a specific island, or is it just the island that the carrier hits?
Just the soonest island that the carriers see. We want to get healing out as soon as possible.
So do you think the island healing is the most important strategy here?
It was the most unique strategy, so we just decided to go with that.
Certainly seems to be doing you well.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps not when there's no islands captured, though.
Yeah.
This is like a big map with no walls, so it's probably very skill-based.
It's okay, we'll add more currents to the next one.
The starter round, we do a lot of egg exploring.
Yeah, it looks like Producing Perfection's micro is just destroying us on this map.
Do you think that has to do with the clouds or in general?
I think we're just bad.
Oh, you certainly
Units are
got this
doing a
far.
very excellent job.
Yeah, certainly not seeing a lot of laughing out loud.
This is so sad.
And that will be the next game to Producing Perfection. Now on to game 4. We'll be moving on to Very Unreasonable. Originally, idea was based around the map Very Reasonable, and the idea to create the opposite of that.
Yeah, it looks like our launchers are bugging the wrong way.
Seems like getting stuck a little on the cloud down there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult for us to push past the extra island on this map.
Seems like Producing Perfection isn't making any amplifiers.
Yeah, we don't use amplifiers. They're kind of, I don't know, kind of useless.
Well, it certainly seems to be doing quite well when your robots are not getting stuck.
Yeah, it's all emergent behavior.
And that will be the
All
set
right, yeah.
to Producing Perfection.
GG's.
3-1. So Producing Perfection, going to continue on to the winner's semifinals. Now we have Your Anchor is on Another Island versus the Four Musketeers. I'm excited for the puns Your Anchor is on Another Island will make because surely...
Okay, before anything else, this bracket is a lie. According to the bracket, these guys are the 11th seed. That is not true. That is not true.
Your Anchor is on Another Island coming with excuses already.
Okay, what's happening?
Looks pretty even. Red has a space advantage, but it's hard to say. I think they use a lot of launchers coming in, and our launchers kind of stuck together more.
Yeah,
Like
they
we
have.
a launcher advantage. We probably got to their carriers a little earlier.
Yeah, they have the middle, so essentially they can try to conquer any one of the headquarters and then just.
Yeah, we launches. Yeah. And islands, yeah, this is bad for us.
We are also on team no amplifiers ever.
Yeah.
How many teams here are on team no amplifiers besides you?
Bots?
Let's see.
We have
this should be
support for the no
interesting.
amplifier crowd.
Looks pretty even.
I don't think
we
I think we lost.
we traded early interactions.
No.
Yeah, we were not able to target the carriers
No,
properly.
we lost. I
But
think
yeah, I think we have this now.
yeah.
Unfortunately, this is a large map, but there's no wall, so no elixir. Surprises. Okay, we'll need lots of luck here, or we'll need lots of liquor. That's the best pin I can give, sorry.
Yeah, which is bad. Well, we went to the center first, so we kind of didn't do great on the initial interaction.
Hey, our amplifier found the carriers and then died. But it should have told them where they are. Yeah.
We lost this too.
Seems like you're taking the lead here, though.
Okay, maybe the location got wiped from the comms, but I think we have this.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now we'll lose the next two matches. That is what you're saying.
We
I
have
don't
elixir
think so.
too, so
Yeah.
maybe we lose it too.
I think probably our bot's gonna get at least a little bit clogged on this map.
Will we see Elixir here from the no amplifier squad?
I think from both teams.
A lot
we will
in
see.
this map, because
Down with amplifiers, up with Elixir.
let's hope our Bugnav holds
I
up.
think we will end up getting.
Yeah, our bug nav isn't really good. As long as our vision-based part finding works, everything is fine and dandy, but bug nav is basically get stuck and die.
I don't think we're gonna capture that island.
Do have an extra island at the moment.
And I think they're stuck. They've kind of surrounded their own HQ, so yeah, that's never
There's
a...
the boosters.
Yeah.
And our boosters are there, and our
Yeah,
D-Steel
boosters
vessels
I
are there,
see.
and they can't do anything because they're stuck.
Destabilizing your own robots, maybe not the best strategy.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
No, we're not gonna get that last island.
It's not looking great for us right now.
Oh, look, these Trailblazers are making us win the game.
They just clogged.
If a unit ever goes in that cloud, they'll be sure to die.
And that will be the victory to your anchors on another island, 3-1. Personally, I'm part of the Elixir squad. You guys should all use Elixir. It's a great resource. Also, you guys should upgrade wells. But 3-2 set, so very close. Now we're going to moving on to our next bonus round. Today's question: the total number of cents that the devs have spent repairing their own personal computer problems this semester. In cents. I will be very impressed if somebody does an interval of 10 again. Or maybe the answer is 0. No dev computers broke. Who knows? And it will be 90 seconds starting now. You can maybe look at what computers the devs are using. There are now 50 seconds remaining to get your answers in. There is a PC on the side. Could that have been what broke? Who knows? And now 30 seconds remaining. Get your answers in. Is it higher or lower than the first place prize money? Let's find out. And now with 15 seconds left, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Submissions have now closed. So, what do people think the answer was? 1, 0, a million? Two's quite ambitious. I'm not exactly sure if any repairs cost 2 cents exactly. Well, the answer for this was 75,393 cents. So, $753.93. We have a dev asking, what was the repair? Well, my computer broke right before we were going to release for Sprint 2, which is why the balance changes came out a little later than intended. And the repair was $743. Or sorry, $713. Why do I have a Mac? Good question. The winner, however, will be Jonathan Joe with a score of 931 and a total interval of 70,299 to 75,432. So $50. And now, on to our losers of major quarterfinals. 4 teams going to be eliminated and take our 9th place teams. Starting off, we have the 4 Musketeers versus Camel Case. Cheers for Camel Case. Where are the cheers for 4 Musketeers? Go 4 Musketeers.
All right.
Wow.
So this one,
Oh God.
aptly named Conv2D.
Well, one of our carriers found the well super far away, so they're all gonna go there, I guess.
That's a long walk.
And then kill themselves.
Yeah, I think whoever explores more on this map and finds the outer wells wins.
So what do you think is the most unique parts of your strategy compared to the other team here?
Yeah, I can't win this.
I think it's good that we capture the islands.
Some pretty fast island capturing. Yeah, it will be 4 Musketeers taking the first one. Now on to Misanchored. This one, a lore map. Tune in for the lore.
It's
Pretty
looking-
big map. How do you think your robots perform on map sizes?
On open big maps, I think it's fine. On ones where we don't do much declog, so that bites us sometimes.
Very swift victory. Do you capture islands quite early?
I think it's like there's a carrier minimum count or a round number. It's like 250, and it starts making anchors.
Yeah, I start way too late with anchors. It's just to prevent getting to around 2,000 and testing.
This map, perhaps you saw X Squared's bundle of fun maps.
All the maps with like spindly paths like are simply not great for us, just in general.
I got middle for now, so that's
Lots of launchers very stuck down there. How come 4 Musketeers has nothing? Do you guys specifically not spawn them up, or do you think they made their way back in?
I think they're spawning towards the wells to the right, so they're not spawning down.
Carrier's kind of stuck, trying to go down maybe? Go back to the headquarters? Struggling a little with the nav. But it looks like they're capturing some islands. It's going to be 75% win condition for Camel Case.
Thank you, thank
And
you.
now on to tunneling.
What is this?
Some very fun expressions from our competitors here as they see the newest map.
You sure?
It's a lot of coordinated movement from the 4 Musketeers. Do you navigate your launchers to where you see enemy robots?
Yeah, we split the map up into sections, and then we have some sections dedicated to like where the enemies are. And so carriers, when they go back home to like give resources, they report those areas of the map in which there are enemies, and then we go there. So it's really just carriers going back home to deposit that then tell where the enemies are.
Wow.
This is looking good for us.
Yeah.
Oh, elixir.
Good job.
That will be the victory to Four Musketeers, taking the set 3-1.
Good game.
A strong performance from Camel Case. Give them a round of applause for coming this far. Now on to our next match. We have Don't At Me versus Middens. Winners has a chance to crawl back in the loser's bracket. Loser will take ninth place.
Oh boy. Oh, I think we found the well.
Oh.
Might have found the well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they found the wells first, which is very
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, we did find the wells far away, so that's pretty good, I guess.
Funny fact, we got hot pot with these guys on the first day. They were our first friends that we made here, and now we've become mortal enemies.
Perhaps they can pay for your hot pot bill.
Battling for our lives in the lower bracket.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
So what do you think happened there? The wells?
Yeah, I think they just found the wells first.
We always go to the nearest well until it gets crowded, so I guess we just didn't explore.
I think we also do that, but I think the launchers went to check symmetry and they just ran to the walls and got lucky. So
Looks like a pretty major scrap in the middle of the map. Looks like Mittens has higher number of launchers in the middle there.
Do you think that has to do with launcher coordination or better resource gain?
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of wells that are near our HQ.
Mitten just seems to be winning the numbers game right now, though it is still a little close.
Certainly, Mittens approaching on the left side here, maybe taking out the headquarter.
Yeah, looks like they disabled our left headquarter pretty early on. So
Yeah, I'm winning on 75% actually. On racetrack, how do you guys think your robots will perform here? I see some looping by that blue carrier. Really seems like to dance a little over there.
Yeah, our bots look like they're having a fun time.
Are you?
It's to distract the enemy launchers.
All right, seems like we're pushing out, which is good.
Looks like our 50-50 bug nav left-right is sending half of our launchers over.
Yeah, looks like we're blocked out from the resources, so we're probably already lost this.
Looks like Donami will probably be taking the lead here in the set. And that will be the third game to Don't At Me. Now on to game 4, tunneling.
Oh my god.
Large maps. Our launcher micro isn't great around clouds, so it looks like they already have a few launchers in our top side. Managed to repel them a little bit, though. Oh yeah, they're coming through the bottom here, though.
The top side, I don't know.
We're looking kind of congested, but
Get island in the bottom would be really good.
Yeah, where's the elixir?
Yeah, looks really, really good here.
Certainly a lot of robots clustered up.
Got it?
Yeah, we don't have the middle, though, so it's going to be a little difficult to push through.
Looks like lots of robots just clogging up the middle here, making it very hard to approach. They can't really approach either, it seems.
Yeah. We attack every other round, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an island tiebreaker here that Mittens is going to take.
Yeah, certainly. Midden's going to take this game 4 and now into game 5. New map.
Oh, it's a rush map as the last. I'm pretty sure Mittens micro is better than our. Oh, wait.
Early launcher fight.
Oh,
Goes
looks
in
like we
favor of
won the
Don't At
early
Me.
micro fight.
Middens running away.
Oh, wait. I think we have the mana advantage. It's over.
A mana advantage perhaps, finding that well earlier.
Super close match.
A close early micro. That'll probably be the game for Don't At Me with that early launcher scrap going in their favor. Can they find the third island? Let's find out. And that will be the third island and a 75% win condition for Don't At Me. Congratulations to Midden. So congratulations to Middens for getting 9th place. Now we have Meteor versus the Dumb Collectors.
I'll be honest, I think our record against Meteor is pretty bad, so yikes.
What do you think the record is?
I don't think we've won a single game. I don't know, though.
Well, first time for everything. Certainly seems like Meteor's descending like a meteor on you here.
Yeah, I don't think this is the first time for winning.
So do you think specifically this map your bots struggle on, or do you think it's just the matchup against their team?
I think just in general, like, we don't really have any like smart way to coordinate launchers, so they just sort of string in, and they get like picked off one by one.
Do you use amplifiers?
We use amplifiers, but it's more of just like a cosmetic thing. Like, we just like spawn like, amplifiers at the end.
Our amplifier code should have been removed, but we never actually removed it.
Well, there's a reason. Now on to the second game. Meteor taking the first one. What do you think about this map? Do you think your robots will struggle with the big map and the weird terrain?
So like, I think this map favors us because there's a big open path towards the enemy mana, and we can just rush them.
It's like Meteor's just sort of flanking you on the side here, just circling around your launchers.
Yeah, I think like a big portion of that is just like looking at the production. Like, we just get like completely outproduced as well.
Certainly, a Meteor looks like they'll be taking the second game here. 75% island's probably about to happen. Yeah. And now, onto the third game.
I don't know how our pathfinding would work here.
Certainly looks like those launchers made it out. Oh. Meteor just sort of sitting over that wall now.
Wow.
We haven't seen that from any of the other teams on this map. Do you think your robots, do you think this is good?
It actually works.
Maybe overfitting on jail a good idea here? Looks like Meteor will be taking this third game and the set.
So our
our
anchors are random, so it might take a while.
Might take a while. We'll still only hit 2,000 though. Meteor is going to take the set 3-0. Congratulations to Dumb Collectors. And now we have What is Burnout versus the Grandiloquent Grinders for 9th place.
Seems like we're able to actually find the red boys and sort of push into their HQ. We're taking over their mana well, so that should be a good sign for blue.
We can't really get resources. That tends to be bad.
Yes, it does. Why is this map named Comp 2D? Not really seeing it.
Well, originally the clouds were islands and is meant to be a convolutional 2D network. Unfortunately, island size restraints kicked in.
I see. Unlucky.
Courtesy of one dev in the Discord who promised islands would be at most 20 large.
I remember that.
Promptly screenshotted by one of our competitors and put on a pull request.
Thank you.
I guess it'll be a matter of time before hopefully we claim the islands, or it might go to tiebreak. Okay. Yeah.
Grandiloquent Grinder is taking the first game.
So this this map is really big. Hopefully there's no big pathfinding issues. Seems like the launchers are fighting mid-section. Red takes an early island.
You think that island is coming into
Hopefully
play?
our launchers in the bottom right can mess up their econ.
Pretty big force there on the left.
Oh, there is something on the left, close to their HQ. Pushing in.
I think we took.
They took over an
islands a little too
island,
early.
which is good.
Let's see if Red's healing can push back our forces.
I doubt it, given the 10-1 unit disadvantage.
Grandiloquent Grinders taking the second game.
Again,
We just
here,
want launchers,
here
but
hopefully,
they're doing
let's see if
stupid.
Meteor
Onto
strategy,
racetrack.
one of us can use it.
Grandiloquent Grinders is struggling a little on the bottom side there with their launchers.
Yeah,
what do you
not
think
really
is
sure What our
happening?
launchers are trying to do, honestly.
Hopefully we don't get stuck in there like we did last game. Or last round.
Looks a little
I
stuck.
think our launchers think there's rotational symmetry, so they're trying to go to the top right, but they can't really get there.
Seems like Red has claimed over the center of the map.
So fun story. We didn't have amps until 10 minutes before the finals submission deadline. Or more accurately, we had amp code commented out and uncommented out.
Maybe those amps helped you win here.
You think
Amp
the amps
gang.
are helping? You
Amp
have
gang?
3 of them.
But Red is way ahead at the moment with a huge econ. 40 more launchers or something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see if
We
can
did build our amp though, so you know, maybe the amp.
Yeah, we got our 1 amp.
We have a lot of carriers ready with the anchors, but they can't really put them anywhere.
Maybe our 1 amp will be our key to victory. Oh, 2 amps, okay. Although we are at a 3 times disadvantage there too. Red takes the islands.
Red will take 75% of the islands. Onto tunneling. You think either side will be able to break through here?
Looks like.
Oh, they claimed really early, which might kind of hurt us a little bit.
Yeah, those center islands are really good to have the healing. But it seems like we're able to take bottom side of the map, take back that red island bottom right. Looks like we're pushing through to the HQs on the right. Took over the bottom 2 HQs.
I think
It looks a little bit like what is Burnout, capturing the islands but just running away from their islands. Going to be a set closed out. A final score of 3-2. Congratulations to What is Burnout for making it in the 9th place. Congratulations to Grandiloquent Grinders for proceeding. And now for our 9th place prizes. Let's just call down the teams one by one. Starting with Camel Case, if they could just come down to receive their certificate and a photo. Congratulations to Camel Case for making it 9th place. And now Middens. Oh, congratulations to Middens for making a 9th place and for an incredible performance. And now for the Dumb Collectors. And finally, What is Burnout? An MIT team, so give them a round of applause. The next match is Hiding. The next match is in a cloud. You guys will get to see it once the clouds disperse. Congratulations to all of our 9th place finalists. And now for our losers minor semifinals, 2 matches. The next two going to proceed to the losers major semifinals, I believe.
Okay, so our bot goes to the center on this size map. Looks like we lost the bottom left interaction, or the bottom right interaction.
What do you think about the currents here?
Yeah, it's difficult to see. Looks like we have, yeah, looks like we just
Not looking
outrushed.
great for us at this time.
I see 0 units.
There is an island.
We have 2 headquarters.
If we spawn a unit and it goes to the island, it will heal, so that's probably good.
So do you think this map was decided on the early mana, or do you think it's decided on some launcher micro?
Early mana.
Early
Probably
mana
not the
is-
launcher micro.
You've heard it here.
Yeah, we scrimmed these guys in the ladder, and I'd say our launcher micro win rate against them is probably somewhere around 0 to 10.
Oh, perhaps that'll be our next Estimathon question.
We lost
That
the
would be
bottom
the
right
first.
HQ really quickly on that map, which is probably bad. So he's lost a bunch of space.
And now, all roads lead to
This
home.
looks like it might be another skill-based map.
This map,
Won the first interaction.
And then lost the second interaction.
I don't know if any MIT
Our launchers
teams will
are
recognize this
pathing
map.
all the way across the map, but seem to be just dying. They're getting a little bit of value by attacking the carriers.
I hear communication's quite useful for
Oh, I think we
determining
lose.
that.
The mana is too low.
We have a few amps out on the board. Oh, we have our carriers going out into the middle.
Map control is looking good.
Looks like Donami got control of that mana well first, though.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Maybe staying in the base a little bit too much there, not finding those mana wells in the center. Unfortunately, going to lead to defeat. Now onto Battlecode.
Yeah, it was not a skill-based.
It's not very named.
Yeah, our top HQ is not looking too hot.
Actually,
took our
it's
bottom
kind of
HQ,
stabilized.
it's a
It's
little
going
trade.
okay.
This is looking. I don't think this is looking great for. I don't
Looks
know.
like their mana is spiking though, so we went really heavy ad.
I don't. Having battles on your side of the map is never a good thing. Is never a good thing.
And now
I guess we
pushing
come
back.
Yeah, it
maybe.
looks like Four Musketeers speed capping strategy is really forcing us off the map.
anchor is going to close it out.
In general, our launcher micro heavily favors going backwards. So if we go too far backwards towards the carriers, then we lose. But if we are able to defend,
No, dude.
And now some expressions from our competitors as they see choices.
All right, looks like we're flanking around the side. Instantly got evaporated.
all right.
A few amps out onto the map,
think
but
this
Four
is-
Musketeers seems to have higher eco compared to us.
I think this
Yeah,
is looking good for us. But I think it'll come if
One
we.
more anchor.
They got the island, yeah.
One anchor will be the victory.
Gonna come
and they
down
are
to the
making
island.
across
It's
those
looking good
currents.
for 4 Musketeers right now.
The thing is, I think if we.
We have some carriers trying to go.
And the carrier makes it to the island.
In the last game, it's going to come down to if we go backwards too far into our own HQ and they kill our carriers. If we don't do that, I think we win. And if that happens, then we lose eco and lose. So we'll see.
We'll find
It's
out.
difficult to see what's going
Game
on here.
5,
A
two
little bit of
sides.
bug
There are
from
indeed two sides to this map.
Also, our bottom right
Oh.
HQ, like the launchers are not
looks
passing
looks
well,
good
which
on
could
the
be
bottom
bad.
side, but our launchers are getting really stuck up there. It's difficult to see.
It's similar launcher numbers, so it's going to be hard to say.
It's looking pretty even here. It's difficult to say.
It's looking really even. I don't know.
Whoever gets the other side first will.
Looks like maybe some island healing's coming into play up there.
We
We finally capped the top island. It looks really even. Four Musketeers,
clue. I have
Elixir
no
Code might
clue.
be coming out soon.
I have no clue who's going to win.
And now maybe trying to push thugh.
The Elixir might be
They'll
coming
push.
out soon.
Elixir,
I'm a
is
little
Elixir
worried
going
about
to make a
it.
return?
We've lost the game due to Elixir
Yeah, we've
before.
lost to Elixir, so
1,000 rounds.
It is unclear.
Half
Looks
of the way
like
through
our
before
HQs are getting
tiebreak and
pretty
Elixir's
great.
coming
No!
through. Maybe pushing through a little.
They're doing okay.
No, I don't think it's looking good.
They have
They have Elixir. We're not going to win. the
Tiebreaker might go to Elixir now.
Yeah, looks like we're losing. Looks like Elixir did actually win.
Need to hold the
end.
bottom right. And Four Musketeers winning off an Elixir tiebreak. That will be 3-2 to Four Musketeers, and congratulations for the strong performance from Don't At Me. Now we have Meteor versus the Grandiloquent Grinders. A match to decide 7th place. The winner will continue on to the losers major semifinals.
Our record is also bad against them, but it's like 1-9, not 0-10. So.
1-9, not 0-10, so there is hope. Just need to roll 10% 3 times out of 5.
Oh, Meteor's able to penetrate our left side.
Oh, looks like they're really messing up our econ kind of.
So I don't know why the launchers are crossing over. They should consider the currents as walls, but they're crossing over somehow.
We sort of lost our
The launchers
top HQ.
obtaining their own will.
Looks like Meteor's way ahead, pushing onto both our HQs.
Do you think crossing over those currents helped?
Maybe. We don't do well with currents, though.
Maybe. Do you think is your record specifically bad against Meteor, or is it just that they have a lucky matchup there?
Don't know.
I have no idea. I think we just lose like top 3 teams pretty consistently.
Yeah, so it looks like Meteor's launchers are coming up.
Looks like that
harassing our
offense
well,
might
which
not be
isn't
so
good.
successful, though.
So we successfully harassed their wells, so the mana count is good, but they're catching up.
It looks like we don't know how to get out of our base, though.
Do you
Barely
specifically
defending our
look to
one
attack
mana-
mana wells that have any robots around them?
Oh, looks like they're taking over a mana well, so it will be a short work.
Hopefully we can reverse sweep.
But yeah, it looks like it'll be a matter of time until Meteor claims all the islands in the center.
So Meteor looks like they'll be taking the lead in this set 2-0. An early attack on the mana well going quite successfully in their favor. Now on to game 3. Fun fact, we made these using the cow brush, which maybe some people know about in our
the cow
client.
brush. Looks like our blue launchers are pushing on the left side, but unable to get out of the right.
Maybe a trade?
So
Meteor is defending.
Oh, looks like blue's a little bit ahead. 30 launchers to 10.
So the amplifiers make the difference.
Looks like
one in the reverse sweep.
Yeah, we just gotta roll that like 2 more times. 1% chance after this.
Okay.
That sounds not how the math works.
No idea how the middle of the map is going to look on this one.
Yeah, here it's really dependent on being able to get out of your base. Looks like Meteor is able to do that and get into the center of the map.
Yeah, it looks like Meteor's the first one to go to the center, but it looks like
Yeah, we're not defending well from our top.
maybe not getting through far enough, only to the adamantium well there.
But maybe our bad pathfinding just gives us a ball of death.
It certainly looks like Meteor has a launcher
Should
lead.
start claiming right about now, so hopefully that
We
does
should start
something.
claiming right about now.
Waiting 500 rounds
claim
for
our
the
second island
claiming.
right about
Maybe
now.
not the best
Okay,
idea now that
right
they've
at
lost control
Yeah,
of the
if we
middle, though.
Seems like both of us aren't able to really get in the middle. Both have our one
Oh,
single
2 islands, just one more.
I think
Can they get it?
Our adamantium carriers died kind of early, so we didn't realize
Lots of those
that.
carriers
They're
have
just not
anchors
fixing
if they
There's
just
a few
make it
anchor
across.
carriers trying to get to that top island, but it doesn't look like they know how to. They're
Yeah,
sort
really
of stuck in
struggling with
that
that
blob.
current. But
So like-
Meteor's not pushing you guys off this island here.
Yeah,
we just
We have a lot of amplifiers all in the same place. Not sure what they're talking about.
So you're
So-
telling me it's the amplifiers that made the difference here.
Oh, no, we didn't go
Oh,
off.
one island, the carrier making it through.
Okay, we gotta roll one more, 1/10.
Now we're 2-2. Can the miracle happen?
So fun fact, we should be very bad on this map.
It looks like
Two
our
sides.
launchers are bad at pathing as usual.
Meteor looks
Hopefully
like
it
they're
makes the
grouping their
death ball.
launchers on the
Big
bottom
push on the
here.
bottom,
But they're
but we're also
Hopefully-
pushing on the top.
Maybe not getting that offense in the bottom as successfully as they wanted, though.
That is true. Our bad pathfinding maybe is our a good point. Yeah, our savior.
A push
Yeah,
back,
helps us
do you think that will be
clump.
successful?
We should claim right about now, I think.
You have enough room
hopefully
to
being
claim
able to
most of
push up
these.
So we have healing, which is good.
Yeah, hopefully the island healing can help, but Meteor is up a 10 or
We
so
do need one more
launchers.
island.
Pushing back.
2 more islands.
Pushing back on both sides
Oh,
now.
Meteor's still ahead in the launcher count at least.
Oh, what happened to our carriers? They all died.
Another 1,200 rounds to go. One side needs to break through here for the
Yeah,
islands.
it is 23 carriers to 140. So our econ is very behind.
Meteor has double your launchers and triple your mana, though. But they're not able to push through.
The middle of the top middle is very close still.
800 rounds remaining.
We do not save
Time's
mana,
ticking.
but hopefully we can take an island, maybe?
Perhaps
like
it might go to a
Meteor's
tiebreak, or
economy
it
is
might just
doing
end
really
before
well.
that. There's still 500 rounds.
Oh, we could maybe take it over?
Meteor's losing launchers. One more island.
If we can kill that island,
Oh,
If they get that island,
but they
building
pushed
the
back.
flourish. Trying it
only
again.
150 more rounds.
Can they push off those launchers?
Push us off.
Oh, can we?
The Meteor's removing an island. One island gone from Meteor. Back and it goes to the Grandiloquent Grinders.
On the last round? Wait, we claimed the island on the last round. What?
Oh my god. The Grandiloquent Grinders clutching out the victory in the last 30 turns.
Oh my god, that was insane. That was insane.
A close combat. Meteor will be one of our 9th place finalists. Congratulations.
Looks like
to
that
both of them.
0.1% chance did come in.
It should be less than 1%, but congratulations to our, now for Don't At Me coming down first for their certificate, if they can just come down to receive it. These are 7th place finalists. Yeah, Don't At Me. Give them a hand for a very good performance. And being our 7th place finalists, impressive performance. And now, Meteor, our other 7th place finalists, give them a round of applause for their incredible performance. And now, bonus round. Estimathon number 5, 3 more to go. Today, we're gonna be looking at our servers. Our server's quite secure, but hackers do try quite hard. Today's secret integer will be the number of attempts by hackers to authenticate to our staging database between the official game release and the final tournament submission deadlines. 90 seconds will start now. Hopefully none of you guys were the hackers trying to break into our authentication. You are too hebetudinous. You heard it here. Quite grandiloquent of you to say that. Now, with 50 seconds remaining to input an answer. "35 seconds remaining. Get in your answers while you still can for a shot at that $69.61 prize. You know, the prize used to be a different amount because we had a different course number. You can thank MIT admin for making our prize larger. 10 seconds remaining. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's see if any of you guys got this. The answer, maybe not what you guys are expecting, but the answer is 115,351. Some people had a little bit too much fun trying to break into our database here. We'll see if any of you guys sniped this answer. Let's find out. One of our devs telling me that MIT adjusted our course number for inflation. Thank you, MIT. So, did anybody think they got this? Who actually guessed this interval? And we do have a winner, Alex Morozov, with a score of 667 and an interval of 100,000, 1 to 150,000. How many people got the correct answer? Does the dev team have the answer? How many people actually got the interval? 4 people. Maybe somebody guessing 0 to 1,000,000. I guess we'll find out. But for now, on to our winners semifinals. Winners of these will move on to our winners finals. And the 2 matches that we have at hand, both quite exciting. Let's get started with Gone Fishing versus Omnom. Gone Fishing doing very well, and Omnom doing quite well as well. Gone Fishing has dropped 0 games so far.
We realized that we're the only MIT-ish left team.
We're blue?
Yeah, we're blue. We're acting like it's getting out of there.
Yeah.
Good that our carriers found the middle well and the middle island.
Yeah, and we'll defend around the middle island.
Passively.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think this map is?
This is the Boston T line.
Correct answer. Unfortunately, not an Estimathon question, but
Okay. Not getting a prize for that.
not getting a prize.
So is the cloud the river? Okay.
I don't know, ask the dev. Yes, says the dev.
Nice of a map for you to make.
Yeah. And then why is MIT like the headquarter in the river?
Oh, you guys do need to pass your your swimming requirement. Gone Fishing maybe with an edge there.
It seems like another base trade. I think they're doing better than us.
We're pushing on the top. Yeah.
I think we're about to lose a lot on the bottom. They're going to get to our carriers.
Certainly looks like Gone Fishing is the first one to rush to the bottom and capture that enemy headquarter.
We defended the top right because of the island.
Yeah.
Defending the top right because of the island. Seems quite successful, even though they're outnumbered in the top right. They certainly take the defense and do take this game as a result. Gone Fishing may be in the lead because this map is a picture of a stingray.
We're not capturing an island for some reason. That's very weird.
Because it's going to go around this fish trying to find impossible tiles in between.
And now on to our third game, Circular. New map. Certainly looks like Gone Fishing taking the upper hand in that skirmish.
They won the first engage, now they're probably going to win the entire thing. Yeah.
Do you think that was launcher micro, or do you think that was launcher movement? What do you think?
I think it's blind cloud attack that we have a strategy for. So we cache enemy location, we will move in and out of clouds, and we attack around that location or on that location if we can. And we try to attack closer to enemy locations.
We try to do that too, but apparently not as well.
And Gone Fishing taking the set 5-0.
Good game.
We will see Omnom again in the losers bracket for another chance. But for now, our other winners semifinals match, Producing Perfection versus Your Anchor is on Another Island. I believe this is our C2 versus our C3. Neither of these teams from MIT, so not getting the edge in the MIT map. Perhaps next year we'll just make maps of different buildings at MIT.
I think they have this match. We actually had a bot that was performing very well against their team, but it was losing against every other team, so we had to remove it.
I did not know that. What did it do differently?
It stayed away from your carriers.
So producing perfection, taking the first game. Now on to game 2 on the Stingray.
So there's a high chance our launchers will get stuck in the middle between. Yes.
Certainly producing perfection, doing a few somersaults on those on those currents.
So until our amplifier tells us
Attack on
our
the top.
launchers.
A failed attack though. And now the island captured. A push, but into the island. Will that make a difference?
Yeah, this.
Elixir coming in.
No,
but
too late.
immediately
Too
extinguished.
late.
Just too slow.
I actually have no idea what our bot does when it sees Elixir, so.
Perhaps if they encountered the Elixir well, would have RC.resigned. But producing perfection will take game 2, and now onto circular. Maybe a rush of launchers not getting enough value.
So you can see some of the producing perfection launchers going another way. They try to circumnavigate the battle and attack from another angle, right?
Oh, we like kite diagonally, and then emergent behavior happens.
Yes, emergent behavior.
Emergent behavior. But certainly very effective, and that will be game 3 for producing perfection and a 5-0 sweep. Congratulations. And now, on to our losers major semifinals. 2 matches for 5th place. Starting off, we have Omnom versus the Four Musketeers. Four Musketeers, 11 seed in quotes apparently. Starting off, back on Ambush, first map that we saw.
We seem to be doing okay in the top right.
Looks like it's fighting a lot over this middle.
I think our launcher micro is looking good, but it's also very even, so it's hard to say.
Our bottom left HQ is kind of
Our
dead.
Our bottom left HQ is not doing good right now.
I think our numbers are dropping. I don't know.
The mana is very equal.
Very equal mana and very equal launchers. Who do you think is outmaneuvering at the moment?
I think Omlon might take this because they have a launcher advantage and we don't have that bottom left HQ.
Now they have an island. But we have one.
Perhaps island healing coming
but
into
they
play?
know how to use them better.
Omnom healing up.
Yeah, the healing may be good, but it's very tricky.
Certainly, only one more island needs to be captured. And Four Musketeers sniping the island.
Snipe.
And now into Comp
not this guy
2D.
again.
Harder to snipe islands on this one.
That's not good. I don't think this is looking great.
I think they
Certainly
expanded a little
not. Omnon
faster.
descending down now. Do you think you'll be able to defend this?
Defending really well though.
We can defend, but I don't know if we can get enough carriers to get resources.
Yeah, if they find the other mana wells, we won't do well.
Looks like one of your carriers have found some wells.
We lost. You guys defended well enough, and now you have island.
And a
advantage. So
successful
I think
defense.
you're gonna take
Island
this.
healing perhaps, or island
Yeah.
75%?
Yeah, healing is very important. Our defenses are pretty good, and the reason is because we don't really go forward as
6
launchers. We kinda
islands,
just,
7,
I think we're gonna capture
8.
more islands faster. Yeah.
And now just complete dominance.
Yeah.
Successful
Basically,
defense.
the way our launchers work is if they see an enemy, they go away, and they try to go to the closest spot that's not in the vision range of the enemy they saw, which kind of forces the enemy to come towards them, which is good in some cases, but bad if you retreat too far.
Certainly successful in that
Okay,
case,
now we're
though.
outproducing. Yeah, this looks really good.
But Omnom is the first one to get islands and first to attack here.
They have a very nice mana lead, and we have no launchers.
Yeah, so on this map, against this team and against the anchor team, it ended up not being great.
And Omnon striking back onto racetrack.
This is
I see Omnom's a little stuck on the
Challenging
racetrack
for our
there.
pathing. Well, let's see.
The
we're gonna
Musketeers
get,
kind of stuck though.
We're gonna get stuck and then either lose or both teams get stuck.
You guys are really good at defending that.
Looks like Omnom is actually navigating this quite well though.
Yeah, this is looking unfortunate.
I mean, those launchers sort of attacking the clouds and getting stuck, but then they are dislodging themselves with the current.
Hopefully we get enough islands. Yeah.
All right, yeah, it's gonna go down to,
Might be an island tiebreak here.
yeah.
It looks pretty close on mana and launchers, though. Not too far apart.
Our launchers are simply in bad.
But it will
This
be
is-
75%, and on to game 5.
It will be our
New map.
fourth game 5, I think.
Fourth
of the
game
tour-
5.
Of the tournament.
Surely
Of the
not
tournament.
stressful. Now on to trade.
think
Perhaps
our
you guys
micro-
will
I
see
think
why
you
this
guys
map
got
is called
stronger here.
trade.
Yeah. You guys got this one.
And looks
Yeah,
like
it's
Four
looking pretty good.
Musketeers is taking the lead on the launchers here.
We're like two. Yeah, we can't come back from that.
The launchers in the top left say no to making troops from the HQ.
And it looks like Four Musketeers is slotted to take this match. Just one more island.
Clutch G. Oh. Nope, not so fast.
For second. And now just one more island needs to be
The
found.
island,
And
yeah.
that will be Four Musketeers. 3-2 victory.
Good game. That was insane, yeah.
Too many game 5s.
Another set by victory. And now for our other losers major semifinals, we have your anchor is on another island versus the Grandiloquent Grinders. I think perhaps the two teams here with the longest names.
Maybe.
It's like lots of fighting just all over the place.
I think we have.
Seems like we are losing.
So it seems
we lost
like-
our base.
They have a death ball in one corner. Okay, but yeah.
Oh, looks like red is overtaking.
Look like maybe just taking the lead in early fights.
Yeah, definitely quick, decisive.
Could be interesting.
So I think both of us check for horizontal symmetry first. So
Going all the way to the right corner, thinking
Yeah.
that they. Oh, sorry.
Looks like your anchor is the one to find those islands
Seems
first,
like,
though.
yeah.
Production should.
Hopefully we can hold the line, but it
And now
looks
just
like
grabbing them.
is a bit
Yeah.
worse.
Oh.
So
Yeah, econ is just not working for us.
yeah, I think you can see the weird carrier dancing that happens between near the mine. That happens to at least slightly prevent overcrowding.
Certainly looks like it's working.
Reverse sweep again. 1 out of 10 rolls again.
Reverse sweep part 2?
Big
Maybe.
map, really launcher dependent.
I wish they were
Right
worse.
now, not looking
We
good.
have
Yeah.
captured the.
Not looking good.
Around 20 launchers, so it'll be a big comeback to come back from this one.
Yeah, we definitely prefer large maps.
Yeah, definitely. And no walls.
Yeah, anchor in their name, taking each of these islands.
GG.
Good game.
Good game.
Your anchor is on another island, takes a set, 3-0. And congratulations for our 5th place. First, we have Omnom, if they could come down and get their certificate. Congratulations to Omnom for being one of our 2 5th-place teams. And a great performance overall. Sophie? And now, the Grandiloquent Grinders, our 2nd 5th place team. Some incredible comeback victories for them and a great performance. And once again, a congratulations to our 2 5th-place teams, Omnom and Grandiloquent Grinders. Now we'll be moving on to our losers minor finals. The set for our 4th place position, Four Musketeers versus Your Anchor is on Another Island.
Didn't we see you before?
This is familiar.
A rematch in the losers bracket and a new map.
I don't know.
This
I don't like
map,
our
I wonder what this could be based off of.
What?
Quite the suspicious name.
We won an early skirmish.
Yeah.
Might have a nice
not looking
eco
good.
advantage.
We have a decent mana advantage, which is good.
Yeah, pathing is becoming a problem here.
The bottom left looking pretty
This
good.
is the exact kind of map our Bugna fails.
I guess we played you guys on a map where our bug not failed. It's only fair.
Certainly
I
look
think
like
it's-
Four
we're just
Musketeers
gonna
ahead
lose
on
on-
launchers here.
But you guys still have a good amount of launchers. It's not.
Two
We-
more
we can't
islands
use
to be
the-
captured.
I don't know whether
Now
like,
one.
we have like map knowledge of like the.
But a fight back.
Well, we got our
Resurgence on the
headquarters
bottom.
back.
Fighting back a little bit.
The islands, right? The islands are the issue.
Yeah,
Another
the healing is-
push.
well, we lost.
Taking away the top island though, so.
We have
I'm not
75%.
sure we make Elixir here.
I don't. We definitely don't.
Yeah.
We have a group of launchers
We
coming up.
might
on us.
have if we were in a dominant position, but yeah, we're not gonna make Elixir in this.
And it looks
Oh,
like
right,
this
we don't
might
have
be
the robot count,
75%.
yeah.
It is a 75% victory. And game one will go to Four Musketeers.
Oh.
Now on back onto
Wait, we have seen this match before, map before.
Crazy
not against,
Canals.
not against them though. Yeah.
This is not looking great. They have this is.
Yeah, they have a
They
launcher
have, they have more
advantage.
launchers. In general, fighting on your side of the map is like ideally not what happens. So
This is really difficult to tell right now.
No, you guys have control of the right side.
yeah, the right side. If we
Yeah.
can't get that island, it's not looking. It's not going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game's over.
And we
Oh,
see
yeah.
boosters.
Oh no! Oh no!
Elixir.
Okay. Finally, destabilizers that can move around.
Seems to be working.
And except from your side, in this.
We're not gonna make Elixir on this map.
Looks like they just have 3 boosters just sitting on those 2 wells.
Yeah, that's their job.
This is looking bad for us at this point.
I mean, I think everyone can agree that it looks good, if nothing else.
Well, certainly the tiebreak will be won. Lots of circles on our screen.
Yeah, we didn't have anyone to test our destabilizer code again, so.
And it will now be tied up 1-1. On to late again.
Okay, our launchers are stuck. Yeah.
And we have the
I
stuck
think ours
launchers.
are stuck too.
Whose launchers are more stuck though?
Do you make amplifiers? No, right?
No.
Those teams have made it out now.
Okay, then we can confirm we are the only team that makes all the units.
One more island to be captured? Nope.
Anchor has more carriers. I think they win this.
If there's only one headquarters, we don't make Elixir.
Do you think this will be a 75%? Just
that-
one
that
more to
island.
be captured. Oh, but removed on the bottom.
I don't know. They have to capture an
Juggling
island,
the
otherwise we win
islands.
on the placed anchor.
And it will be
Like
75%.
the fast island capture is so nice.
Now on to
this-
make
this
puns
map is not good
here.
for us.
No, it's not.
Okay, I think we have faced you on this map before.
We go to the middle on this map, which is like indeed
Oh
the
yeah,
wrong.
you
that's the wrong
you guys
play.
won this map last time.
Oh, as red? Were we red last time?
We were red.
The side selection difference. So
Yes,
That's
yes.
kind of boring.
we're just playing.
That's kind of boring.
Well, looks like your anchor is taking the lead here.
Familiar.
We watched this game already.
A familiar scene.
And it will be a
Large
victory.
map, large map, large map. No.
Now
I mean,
2-1 and a small map, despite the chance of large map.
Okay, I think you won this. We're stuck.
No, you guys broke out a little bit.
Oh, this is looking good.
Well, Four Musketeers is taking the upper hand early on. Maybe?
Oh yeah, we have a big launcher
I
advantage
think.
now.
Oh, wait.
We're
Well, I
getting
mean, it
kind of
is
stuck
defended.
too.
I don't know.
The
Losing out on the bottom
mana.
wells,
Oh,
though.
no.
We are getting
Oh,
clogged
if we
up.
get the anchor there, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
and
yeah.
a 75%, a quick
Yeah.
shutout. And a 3-2 victory for the Four Musketeers. Now, for our other, just stay for the certificate. 4th place, give it up for Your Anchor is on Another Island for an incredible performance. And now, for our winners of final match. Winner of this match will go to the overall finals. Losers will have a second chance in the losers bracket. Gone Fishing versus Producing Perfection. Gone Fishing dropping 0 matches, Producing Perfection alike dropping only 1. So we have our 15-0 team versus our 14-1 team. Who will take the lead?
Base trading, we have a higher mana income for now.
A base trade. Producing Perfection taking the bottom for
I wonder if they go to defense,
second.
but we don't.
And now freeing the headquarters.
But they
That
captured
is a
one
tiny
island and we didn't. So this is very even. Oh, I feel like they're taking the lead
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
taking a lead right now.
Yeah. I wonder where's our island capturing.
Now a return attack.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's a game 1 for PP.
What happened there?
What happened? I'm asking you.
We have no idea. We have no idea. Okay.
Well,
I
certainly
feel like
going in the favor
yeah.
of Producing Perfection.
I will say, like, we try to make our bot as like stateless as possible. So like,
I think maybe you stay somewhere and then we just string it.
And now back on to around them.
Taking their mana well.
Taking their mana wells.
yeah, like as we said earlier, our exploration is like completely random.
Oh.
You just pick a direction and go.
Island
but you guys are
captured.
storming our bottom base. We have a island capturing though.
Perhaps that island helps.
So
us
it's
fight
a base
bit
trade,
medically.
not necessarily a base trade. They have more. They have 2 base and we have
Oh,
1.
we're
So I feel like
flanking
they're
on the
winning this
top.
one.
Producing Perfection grabs the bottom headquarter.
Yeah.
I think the mana is too much to overcome right now.
Yeah.
But the mana is still now Gone Fishing in the launcher deficit.
I am surprised that we are still holding on.
Yeah.
Holding a strong defense on both sides.
Yeah, our Pathfinder is not great. We stole from other two.
Oh, we're
other teams' code.
getting back now. I don't know why. This is
Maybe
so.
islands.
This is confusing for me.
Approaching round 2000, perhaps this will be an island tiebreak. 3 islands captured for Producing Perfection. 2
We
for
have
Gone
we have
Fishing,
3
but 2
islands?
more at hand.
We have 4
now.
Oh no, they have 4 islands.
1 island needs to be captured for the tiebreak, but
nice.
even though
So
Gone Fishing
they
has
had
more mana,
Island
we'll
tiebreaking.
go to Producing
Nice.
Perfection.
I hate this map.
Choices. Which side will they take? This map, we've seen a couple 75% win conditions just grabbing the middle 2 islands and the one on your side.
I think that island that we capture is probably what wins us the game.
nice.
Oh, 1 more needs to be done, but defended. Healing.
Oh,
But
so
now
even
retaken.
island now.
And now just 1 more for any side will take the victory. 1 removed. A carrier needs to make it there with an anchor. Is there 1 coming in?
Oh, they planted back blue eye.
Now
anchor.
retaken.
There's like
Now 1 more.
Okay.
And it will be to Gone Fishing. 1-2. Now onto our 4th map.
I actually like this map.
Yeah, this map is not like a big pathfinding nightmare.
big map equals skill based.
Yeah, micro focused.
A lot of islands captured from Producing Perfection early. Do you think that might lead to a tiebreak? Or
This is a
might
very
lead to
even game
75%?
for now.
We just capture
yeah.
if you have a lot of mana.
Bottom
Yeah, so-
left.
oh, yeah.
Headquarter lost. 75% goes in favor of Producing Perfection. And they will be the first confirmed team to be going to our overall finals. No, Gone Fishing will go down to our losers bracket, where they will have another chance. And now,
It's
for
us
our
again.
losers major finals, winner of this match will go back to the overall finals and challenge Producing Perfection. Loser will get 3rd place overall. We have 4 Musketeers versus Gone Fishing. Who will take the lead?
There's some fish on the maps. That's not a good sign for us.
Certainly not a good fish.
It's not a good sign.
Foremost is winning the skirmishes in the middle, I feel like.
Perhaps,
Encroaching a little
but
bit on our space.
We have 1
island
island.
capture means a lot of
the
healing.
center island capture, I think, wins you this game.
But now on the other
We'll
side,
see, we'll see.
and
Yeah.
taken and pushed. Gone Fishing.
Island helps us a
Yeah, I
lot.
think it helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a risky strategy we decided to implement like 2 days before. finals
No,
start.
5 hours before.
Yeah.
If you can get to the center island, it's super good. But if you waste a lot of resources trying to get there and you can't get there, then it's unfortunate.
Now onto Spaceship.
This is a new map.
Lots of our.
This is round 1 map.
Really? Okay.
This is looking unfortunate.
Yeah, they got onto our side.
Well, unfortunately for us, we have no more troops.
I mean, you have two like carriers back there. Yeah. Okay.
So what happened
No
there?
troops now.
Well, we lost all our troops because they.
This
Yeah.
center monowell coming in.
Their
and
launchers
gone
came in
fishing.
and then killed our troops, and then we had no more.
Spaceship taken over by Gone Fishing. 2-0 lead.
But I know that
onto
Foremost are really
Trade.
good at reverse sweeping, so we'll see about that.
That's an early rush on the right side there.
Oh, I think you.
Yeah.
we lost
Looks
control of
like-
the
We
right
took
side.
one center mono wheel, and I
Yeah.
think this.
Attack from two
Because our
sides.
launchers can't report anything, so if they see anything, it's basically just wasted information.
Yeah, we have two HQs and they have one, so.
Yeah, very quick attack early on.
Yeah. Well, we always have the chance that all of their troops come into our HQ radius and then die.
Well, it certainly looks like Gone Fishing is in the lead. If they can just get maybe 3 more islands, it will be 6 islands out of 8. Looks like it's a dominant performance from Gone Fishing. Maybe the first map helping them out since there's a fish on it.
Because there are not that many islands, we don't produce that many anchors.
Yep.
So now,
So this is like a very slow win for us. Yeah.
so do you purposely only capture 60% or 50% of islands?
It's more that we only capture islands we can see, and we can definitely see more than half, so it's fine.
Well, Gone Fishing going 3-0, but going 4-1 overall. Congratulations to Gone Fishing for advancing to the winner, to the overall finals. And congratulations to 4 Musketeers for being our 3rd place Battlecode 2023. They can receive their certificate here. Give it up for our 4 Musketeers for their great performance. And now, with our 3rd place confirmed, there are only 2 spots left to go. But before that, a bonus round. Estimathon question number 6, what will it be? It will be the number of rejected scrimmage requests this year. Perhaps some of you were the main contributors of this and have a lead. We'll see. 90 seconds will be starting now. And now, 1 minute remaining to get your answers in. You guys have a baseline if you failed some of your scrimmage requests. It has to be at least that much. How many people misspelled their package names? Let's find out. Oh, sorry, rejected scrimmage requests in the alternate method. My misinterpretation. It will be the number of people who did not want to scrimmage others. And now 26 seconds remaining, 25. Get your answers in before the submission window closes. Now there will be 15 seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The submission window is now closed. So, what were people guessing this time? 10, 3, a little low in my opinion. 24, 25. Well, the correct answer is 942. A little bit far off, 25. Let's see who our winners are this time. Who was able to guess the right number of rejected requests? Who rejected the most? We unfortunately don't have that data, but perhaps we'll get back to you on Discord and let you know after this tournament. And the winner will be Edward Liu. With a score of 838 and an interval of 851 to 1,101. Will be the Estimathon prize winner for number 6, and there is only one more Estimathon remaining after this. But before that, there's another tournament we will be going through. It's our high school and newbie tournament. We will be running the 2 finals matches. We'll be starting off with the high school finals. If our high school teams could come to the front. Dage and Amogus. These 2 teams, the top high school teams out of the bracket, we'll see how they square up on 5 new maps in the final tournament. Oh, an introduction from both teams.
We're Amogus. And we're 大哥.
And 大哥 is the correct pronunciation. I apologize for mispronouncing your name throughout the high school tournament. But now, Amogus on around them. Will they take those unusual currents on the bottom?
Your
Will
bot is
Amogus
like,
win
we
on
have
their
a very
home
defensive
ground?
bot. This might work. All these mics working.
We're winning stock.
And now a fight. It looks like Dage is pushing in. Can they take it? Defended for now. And now both teams who are fighting over the left side here.
Wait, how to take this off?
Neither team getting headway yet. Dage is the first one to break in.
Yeah, I think our mana production is just too low compared to Daga.
Mana production too low. Do you think that's finding the mana wells late, or do you think that's the carrier micro?
Our bot's like really defensive, so we end up giving up most of the map in the hopes of like our headquarters
Well,
staying alive.
Certainly holding that bottom for a bit still, even after losing it. So the defense holding strong.
Wait, why are we getting stock? It shouldn't be happening.
And now a resurgence, but it will go to 2,000 rounds, it looks like. Who can get the more? Oh, we see destabilizers. High school teams are more open-minded, it seems, and it will go to Dage with an island tiebreak.
Oh.
Unfortunately, not venting quite enough there. But now on Crazy Canals, whoever assigned this to the high school tournament has a good sense of humor, it seems.
Wait, I think we're winning by a slight amount.
Looks like it's a mana lead just overall for Dage.
Yeah, our strategy is generally like long term. If we don't get swept in the first few 100 rounds, we have a chance.
Certainly still holding your headquarters though, but Island's going the way of Dage. They just need one more. Destabilizers kicking in. Is it gonna make a difference?
Yeah, we make Elixir pretty early on. So.
Yeah, very early Elixir compared to the other teams we've seen here.
Wait, why are they getting stock again?
Well, stuck on the canals there.
We actually spent like a week on pathfinding, but used out from like the first week.
And Dage will win on both islands, but also Elixir. And now, Spaceship. Dage currently up 2-0. Amogus holding a defense for a bit. Looks like that one launcher doing so much work on those top carriers.
Yeah, we have literally no mana income. We're just getting swept.
Looks like Dage with some very strong carrier micro taking the lead in mana, converting it very neatly to a lead in robots here.
I
And
think
now
we're
can
gonna
they
make
find the
Elixir
islands?
before we capture. Oh, wait.
And Dage will take the set 3-0. Congratulations to our 2 high school finalists and a final score of 4-1. Dage will be our first place high school team, and Amogus will be our second place if they could receive their certificates up at the front. Amogus first. Amogus will receive their first certificate here. Yeah, they're second place. now, Dage will receive their first place high school certificate. Dago. And congratulations to both of our high school finalists for their great performance overall. And now, our other tournament that's been going on, the MIT Newbie tournament, teams composed solely of MIT students doing this for the first time. Our two teams, 21G111 versus No Thoughts Head Empty, if they can come up to narrate their bots. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
We are No Thoughts Head Empty.
And we are 21G111.
Is 21G111 a class at
Okay,
MIT?
so on smaller maps, we tend to start off going to the middle.
Yeah, so our strategy at the start is instead of going directly to the headquarters, we go to the midpoint to the closest headquarters so that they group up and don't overextend immediately and then they start going. So we try to have this like strong wave that we push. And it seems to do okay in this map.
Certainly. A new map here, Alchemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do very well on smaller maps when there's like obstructions.
Well, perhaps a bigger map will do. Here we are back on All Roads Lead to Home.
We're having some pathfinding issues.
Having trouble pathfinding their way around Boston, our MIT teams.
We're too used to campus. We just stay here all the time.
Oh, certainly some robots clustering around that headquarter in the middle.
Well, it's after the midpoint.
Looks like 21G111 approaching the enemy with a successful offense is going to start claiming islands. Yeah. And the second match will go to them.
I think
now,
our main weakness is on larger maps where we get congested and our island logic is really bad, so we'll see if that happens on this map. But
certainly
like
a bit of a
okay.
more open map.
Okay, so somehow our launchers like missed the attack in the middle, but
yeah, we have some defense code when we report launchers back. On larger maps can be a problem where like you see all the launchers like have attention problems and go all over the place.
we have the exact same issues. So.
Oh shoot, it's a close game.
Yeah.
Income pretty much the same.
Pretty back and forth fight. Who do you think is in the lead here?
I really don't know.
Yeah, we have island issues. We
Maybe
don't
islands
actually
coming
have
into
any
play?
logic for islands.
Yeah, we certainly saw that in the bracket.
Not sure what our carriers are doing down there, but.
Well, it certainly might be a victory on tiebreak here. 4 islands captured, 5 islands. Actually, only 1 more island needs to be captured.
Yeah.
It will be 75% for No Thoughts Head Empty. And now onto our 4th map.
Oh. I don't know, we'll see. No idea what happens to this one. Oh, that looks like it's okay. We're grouping up and preparing to attack.
Bro,
Here.
the amplifier is stuck in the cloud.
It's okay, I'll figure it out.
They don't move until the amplifier comes though, so.
Oh, right.
Oh, they're moving. Oh, they're moving to the other place.
Yeah, so here you can see our attention problems where we kind of like abandon one of the headquarters and then come back. And then come back again.
I mean, certainly a strong defense being held there.
Oh, wait, our resources are not very good.
Yeah, our launchers only respond to stuff when they have their amplifiers with them. We tend to overproduce amplifiers when the fight is too close, which might come back to bite us. But
Yeah, we had the issue at one point where we didn't produce any carriers
Islands
instead of produced
captured.
amplifiers. Hello.
Looks like some islands captured,
Yeah.
but it will be a 75% for No Thoughts Head Empty. Now onto our game 5 to decide our MIT Newbie bracket
I don't know
winner.
about this one.
Who will take the lead onto Miss Anchored, a very big map, so we'll see if they get stuck as they prophesized.
one thing that we're pretty effective at is finding wells early on. We do use that 10 distance to adamantium well thing to our advantage.
Certainly seems to
This
be
is
pretty
looking
back
very
and forth
close.
fight here in the middle.
21G has a huge mana advantage on us, so I don't think we'll be able to come back, but we'll see.
Wow.
Oh, we got islands. Wait, we're getting islands?
My
Island
logic sometimes
captured
works, okay?
by
It's just only sometimes
21G
works.
111. Is this a bug in their code, capturing islands?
Yeah.
GG.
GG.
But it will be a victory. 75% of islands captured. And 21G 111 will be the MIT newbie bracket winners. And No Thoughts Head Empty will be second place. Come up to receive your certificates. And now, before we go to our final round tonight in the overall tournament, we have another bonus round. Bonus round number 7. What will we ask for today? Estimathon number 7 will be the number of words in the developer manual. Hopefully none of you guys have seen this. If you have, we have some problems. But now, 90 seconds to guess the number of words we have starts now. Or perhaps we don't have a developer manual at all, and this is just 0. It would be a fitting question number 7. Could that be the answer? And now, with 35 seconds to go, get your answers in if you haven't already. "25 seconds. And now, 10 seconds remaining. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Submissions for our final round closed. What do you guys think the answer was? 2 million, a little high. That might be taking up our entire Google Drive space. 6,000 from a dev. Is that the correct answer? Let's find out. It is not the correct answer. The total number of words in our developer manual is 31,443. We do not require all new developers to read this, thankfully, or they would have a reading assignment for the week. But now, who thinks they got the answer? Who captured the interval? Did anybody capture the interval? We have some thumbs downs from certain members in the audience. The final victor will be Dakota G with a score of 823 and a guess of 28,000 to 34,000. If they could come and collect their prize. And now, before we start off our finals, let's just do a quick welcome and a thank you to all of our teams and sponsors, our finalists and others. Starting off with Four Musketeers. Congratulations to Four Musketeers for their incredible performance. And next, Baby Ducks, an MIT-based team, unfortunately not here today, I believe, but congratulations for them. And now, bruh, another MIT team, congratulations to their great performance. Camel Case, not written in camel case. One of our international teams and a great performance overall. Give him a round of applause. Next, we have Don't At Me. A great performance overall. And next, Dumb Collectors. Next, we have Gone Fishing, still in the bracket, one of our finalists. Kryptonite. And now we have Meteor, another one of our international teams. Middens, another great performance. And next, No BFS Please, one of our international competitors. And now Omnom. Next, Producing Perfection, our other possible winner. Next, we have the Grandiloquent Grinders. And next, What is Burnout? Another MIT team and a great performance this year. And finally, Your Anchor is on Another Island. And another thank you to our gold sponsors this year, Regression Games and Argus Labs. Thank you so much for providing us the great experience, for helping us provide the great experience we were able to do so today. And lastly, our silver, bronze, and other supporters. We have Hudson River Trading, Spark, Dropbox, D.E. Shaw, Citadel, Jane Street, Quanco, ITZ, and the Wilkins family. Thank you for making this event possible. And now, without further ado, our final round today, the final tournament finals. We have Gone Fishing and Producing Perfection. Both teams making an incredible winner's bracket run. Producing Perfection getting the upper hand last time, but Gone Fishing back from the loser's bracket. Will they have a chance for revenge? Let's find out.
Oh, this is a bad map for us.
Starting with Battlecode, the sibling of Cattle Cod.
Yeah, on the scrim servers.
Like pathfinding over here, I feel like.
I was going to say,
they're
on the
taking
scrim
the
servers,
bottom.
Seems like Island's being captured by Producing Perfection. Gone Fishing.
They have a
capturing lot of
lead
islands
in the
too.
bottom, I feel like.
Yeah, it looks like focusing a lot of resources on the bottom here, but still holding a defense on the top.
Yeah, they have like twice the number of launchers than us.
Do you think that's because they found the mono wells at the top?
Perhaps.
I actually don't think the mana wells farther away matter that much. Like, it's always just the closest one that matters.
Certainly, it looks like for now, a very back and forth fight on the bottom at this cloud here. But on the top side, maybe getting overwhelmed all of a sudden.
Yeah, they took our island, so the GG for Producing Perfection for this game.
Well, it should have some impact because you have like way higher mana.
Yeah, we have no idea there's walls on the
Certainly
top
going to
right
2,000
corner.
rounds was a tie break, and Producing Perfection wins
What is the
the
tie break?
island,
Oh,
wins
the
the tie break on mana
No,
by
islands.
400.
No, the
Perhaps
island
that
tie
mana
break,
well
not
doing
mana
a
tie
bit
break.
more than we thought. But round one will go to Producing Perfection.
This,
Now
this
onto
map
Circular.
is strangely familiar with this exact team.
Rip.
Certainly looks a bit like potions, one might say. Maybe a rush by Gone Fishing, going quite successfully.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you think that was just the launcher micro there?
Yeah, launcher guess attacks in clouds.
Certainly, and it looks like Gone Fishing will take our second round, tying it up 1-1. Now looking to just maybe capture 2 more islands or 3 more islands here for the 75%
We
win
capture very
condition.
slowly on small maps, so this will take a while.
1 more island to go, and that will be a 75% win condition for Gone Fishing. Now onto our third map.
Oh, this is a league reference. Okay, great.
Legends.
Everybody's kind of rushed to the middle, so I don't think it matters that they are.
No, we don't.
Only
we don't
the-
rush
oh,
middle.
wait, what?
Rushing down the middle.
Wait, what's going on there?
Will this make a difference? Running
We don't.
through.
We
like,
don't rush
they're just
mid
like-
here.
Now attack on the sides. Will it go successfully?
No,
Putting
I
a
think
defense
the-
in the middle. Perhaps the island doing a lot of healing. It looks like that red island doing a lot of work there.
Yeah, we don't go to the middle unless it's like a really tiny map.
Lots of islands being captured
they
on
have
both sides here.
6 islands
Just
that we
slowly
have.
inching forwards down the middle here.
What's going on here?
Why do you have a launcher in our base?
Why is there a launcher in our base?
It's a
What is
spy.
that?
Carrier.
What is that
But
carrier
why are
doing
we
in the
killing
top
them?
right?
That's the problem.
A little lost. Sitting on the enemy base. But now a rush into the middle, a pure launcher advantage it seems. Now just
Their
taking.
towers, which is great.
Yeah.
And
Their
now
headquarters, I mean their base in league.
Yeah.
the base destroyed, now islands to be captured. Gone
The
fishing.
red launcher's still there.
Should have done a.
We still have a launcher in our, I don't know, carrier.
A carrier playing stealth mission at the top right, it seems. A last robot of its kind. And Gone Fishing will take the third map and take the lead in the set 2-1. Now on to 9 lives.
I love the crowd.
This seems rough.
A skirmish in the middle, maybe
Why
going
is
in
there
favor of Gone Fishing.
Carriers, I mean.
Now rushing in,
Oh, but
but
they
kind of
found the other
trapped in the
carrier.
enemy.
So they found a really good carrier position that we would never be able to find.
Yeah, carrier's just sneaking along the side and not being affected by the launchers.
No,
And
we're gonna
now the
find them.
carrier
That
found the
carrier's gonna
bottom
find them.
left.
Oh yeah. No, it did not. It did not.
Oh, but can it get back to base to relay info? It does get back, and now
Oh yeah.
everybody
now,
Now we
knows.
found it.
Now
So
I
we
feel
found a
fine.
mine.
Oh, I wonder what our carrier. Oh,
Both sides find
our carriers.
a carrier stealing away resources.
Their carriers is
Intended feature.
Gone Fishing, sniping resources from Producing Perfection. Look at that carrier
bad.
making
This
its run.
They killed us.
And now rushing
yeah.
down the base. An early attack
They
going in favor of Gone
unintentionally
Fishing,
Yeah.
but not able to
Okay.
close it out.
This is a bad map. This is a bad map.
I don't know, it's interesting. Because we do spiral scouting pattern, it's gonna be it's gonna be like, take some time to find that well.
And Gone Fishing doing a spiral scouting pattern, taking a longer time to find these wells and those carriers. Has a successful early attack, but can't close out the game. And Producing Perfection sneaking carriers around the right.
Yeah.
Just not really
my-
affected.
My suspicion is that the longer the game goes, like on the scrim server, the more we win because we can't close out games.
And we'll find out now. Snowed in, our last map. Tied 2-2. Winner of this map will be our Battlecode 2023 winner, who will get the lead.
That's a spoiler.
This is a picture. Looks like Gone Fishing is pushing the top. But an island captured, can it be held?
Wow, that's an island.
Yeah, I don't know that.
That's gonna help us a lot, to be honest.
No, they're healing. No.
Healing a lot,
Yeah.
and the top left retaken by Producing Perfection now. Can Gone
they're
Fishing
winning.
approach?
Yeah, no.
One more, just one more island
No,
for
they took it
Producing
back, they
Perfection
took it
will
back.
be the victory.
GG.
Can they get a carrier there? But now retaken. A tug of war on this rope.
Yeah, this is GG.
And now surrounding
played,
the
well
bottom
played.
left, eliminating the bottom left, but the top right is still holding.
Yeah, that island is important.
Yeah,
We went for the center
we
one.
just capture randomly, so.
Okay.
Can they hold it? It looks like for now they're still holding, but now islands are being captured. One more island to go. And it looks like if they can get this last island, Producing Perfection will take the set. 3-2. And that will be the victory for Producing Perfection. Give it up for your Battlecode 2023 winners, Producing Perfection. You can receive their certificates now. Producing Perfection can just, okay. Gone Fishing, our second place, will receive their certificates now. An incredible performance from Gone Fishing. Give it up. And now, once again, congratulations to Producing Perfection for winning this Battlecode 2023 year. An incredible performance and a dominating run through the winners bracket, dropping so few games and playing so well. And now, thank you everyone for coming here today to the final tournament. It's a great experience seeing all of our competitors up here and our finalists performing so well. If the participants would like to come to the front for a group photo, feel free to come over and we'll take a picture of our finalists, high school teams, and newbie teams. Besides that, thank you for coming today, and I hope to see you guys next year.